49er mind is
It's not just a thought process, but a way of life.
49er mind. 49er mind.
Can't shake it. It's 49er mind that I got. It's 49er shine that I got. My psyche's on another Frisco Super Bowl. Don't sit slow, cause here we go with a super show. A red and gold session. About a red and gold obsession. With some well-controlled expressions. Let's talk about that win that we got. Who should have been in the spot? That's how it's been in the spot. That's all that back, all that crack, all that straight fumble sack. Or just dial it on up if you wanna talk smack. It don't matter what the storyline, as long as the story aligns with a 49er mind.
49er mind.
It's not just a thought process,
49er mind,
but a way of life. For sure.
49er mind.
Way of life.
49er mind.
Yo, we are here. We're live. It is a victory Sunday. I'm here with my boy Hueroski from Southern California. How you doing, bro?
What is up, Niner fan? What about this game?
Man, awesome game, man. This is one of those games where the nerves were high, the tensions were high, the blood pressures levels were raising high, everything was through the roof. The crowd was totally into it in Philadelphia. They wanted to see us get our asses beat. They just, you name it, man. It felt like the biggest game of the year. It felt like a playoff game to me. Let me see what's up to some people been waiting patiently in the chat. Kind of started a little bit late, but it's all cool. We are here. And who is here? Who is in the chat? You got Daniel Thompson said, we the best ever. What up, family? We got fired up 49ers. So we got that number one defense, number one offense. Don't be a shoe, share the or don't be a hoe, share the show. That's funny. Jimmy Perez is here. Says, what's up, Bash? You got Red Jet Shell. She says 49er mind. It's not just a thought process, but a way of life. That got us the win. Exactamundo. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Donald Johnson, what's up, bro? Says, hi, everyone. How'd you like that game? We loved it. Brian Cope, what up, Brian? Says, smash that like button, everyone. Shout out to Brian Cope. And also, and that reminds me, shout out to Corey Davis, who we've been sending out prayers for. We got that victory for him. Just say your prayers for him. He's been battling, he's fighting for his life, basically. So he was in the hospital, and so he needs all the prayers. And hopefully he was able to watch this game. I'm not sure if he was able to watch it or not, but we did get that victory for him. So that's good to know. Nighthawk's in the house, says, hello, everyone. He'd be a legend in these YouTube streets. What up, Nighthawk? Got Landlord 84 says, bang, bang, Niner gang. Hey, it was great having you on last time, Landlord. If you want to jump on, I can drop the link if you're ready to join us. If not, if you just want to chill and watch, that's cool. Crazy Juice is here, says Sup Bashar. We got Norm 209er Empire says, salute to 49er minded. Our Niners just gave Philly that schmatta that. That's what he calls it. He calls it the schmatta that. Randy Daytona says elite as fuck. There you go. Red says Philly got the cheesesteak beat out of them. Yeah, I don't know. I heard about those Philly cheesesteaks. All right, so this is for you, Landlord. Just I'm gonna drop this for you, bro, and you can get on the stream with us, Landlord. You were really, really good last time. That's why I'm having you come on, Landlord. You had a whole lot to say. We had a lot of fun. So Landlord's gonna join us, and we might have one other person join us. They said they might be able to do. I'm not sure if they will. It's a surprise guest. But I was hoping in the back of my head that Landlord was gonna try to hop on today. I know I hadn't seen you in a while, man. I was hoping you could join us. So we got Randy Daytona again. Says, Hueroski, give me some love.
What's up, Randy?
Yeah, man. This game, man. I mean, oh, he's already here. Are you going to jump on camera? Should I wait till you get on cam, or are you ready to go? Are you ready to go right now, or you're going to get on?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm not going to jump on cam tonight because I'm chilling with my lady, and I didn't bring my Niner gear and everything. So, you already know. I've have represented and everything, but man, wasn't that a great win today?
Oh, that was an excellent win, man.
Wasn't that a great win?
Definitely was awesome, man. It was totally fun, man. I did not expect this at all. I was expecting a close game.
I mean, man, right now, you know what we did 42-10 against the Cowboys. We did 42-19. So they scored an extra 9, which it should have only been 13. It should have only been 13.
I knew they were going to get a little bit of garbage points, though. I knew they were going to get some garbage points in there.
Yeah, but the security guard thing and all that, should have never led to where they was able to score a touchdown.
Landlord, you're kind of right. And I was during the game, I was talking to my cousin, and it was really Niner penalties on defense, bro, that let Philly march down the field. If we could have played some clean ass ball on right, they probably would have had 3 or 6 points today, bro. Absolutely.
I mean, well, it could have been lower because not even on that end, we gave up too many third downs this game, and especially when he was back there for 2 years. That's what my girl said, man. When he was back there for 2 years and picked up that first down, I mean, to lead to the 19. But it's like, we got to bend and don't break defense. They're real tough in the red zone. And man, this is a great night.
Yeah.
This is a great night.
The night's gonna be
Because when you look at all these other teams, the only thing that's gonna get in our way this season is gonna be Cal Shanahan and his play calling that he did in the first quarter.
I think it was the first 2 drives, right? The first 2, and my criticism on that is that McCaffrey didn't get one touch. Not
one.
They didn't handle. I think maybe they handed off the ball to Debo on one of them. But it's like, dude, you got to establish the run, and if we can establish the run, that offense is gonna be hard to beat. And right off the bat, I don't know if it was the looks or what, but Shanahan was just pass happy those first 2 drives. Once they started to settle it down, they started connecting, and then shit, it was game over then.
It was looking a little scary though in the beginning though, because we had Purdy dropping back, and that Philly pass rush was looking straight up elite. And I was like, bro, these guys are mad. These guys are angry that Debo was talking shit. These guys are like, hey, fuck you, Purdy. We know we injured you last time, but you ain't shit. You ain't doing nothing against us, even if you are healthy. And I was like, damn, they got on Purdy's head, man. This isn't gonna look good. But some way or another, the tables turned and we fixed. I think it's just that Philly came out hot emotionally, that they were just on high emotion from the jump, right? And it was like, okay,
it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was Cal Shanahan looking at Debo to say, back up what you talked. And he did that today. He did that today.
I'm going to agree and say that today. First of all, this was a game we all had circled on our calendar, right? After the playoff game where we had CMC at quarterback and that quarterback with no elbow and blah blah. We had this game set. So the game within the game was Philly came out and said it don't matter. Had Purdy not gotten hurt in that playoff game, the outcome would have been the same, right? And we're gonna prove it today. That was Philly's take.
They proved it.
Yeah. No questions now, right? No question about it now. We know what happened if we would have had Purdy. Last year, Bashar, I said when we was going to Philly, and everybody's like, "Oh man, we got to go to Philly." I said, "I'm not afraid of these dudes, man. Bring them." And then after the game, I said, "You know what? I think if Purdy wasn't hurt, we could have been in this game, bro." And this was showing you this was the outcome. All the questions were answered today. Okay. The game within the game was these teams had something to prove. These teams, and those first 2 drives, Philly came out marching, right? But goddamn it, that defense hold it down. They held them to 2 field goals. They ended that streak they had of the red zone touchdown streak. They put an end to it. The defense all out. With that said, all praise to Wilkes. He was on the hot seat for a minute. The dude Wilkes, bravo, bro. Shout out to.
I don't know. I don't know if it's going. If it's still around and everything. But I was on this show and I said Steve Wilkes needs to get out of the booth, and I said that during preseason. Man, look how good Houston is playing with a coach who did that.
Man, our defensive players for the past few years, our defensive guys have been used to the D coordinator being on the sidelines. We've never had our guy in the booth, man. It's been a
Exactly.
360 since it's. I mean, sure we made it. We made a couple of lineup changes along the way, right? We got Oliver's sorry ass off the field. I'm just gonna say it right there, point blank.
Yeah,
We got Oliver's
Hey,
sorry
that was the best
sorry ass
move.
off the
That
field.
was the best
But
move.
yeah. So actually we got one really good friend of mine that's gonna join us. He's really hyped up. I'm not sure how long. He'll probably join us for a little bit. Not sure how long he'll be on with us.
Tell
But,
us, hey,
we got
I'm
Kenny. What's up?
I'm gonna jump down. I'll listen to it in the background and everything about the eat.
Okay, great. Hey, great to see you, landlord. Don't be a stranger, man.
Bang bang, man. Yeah, it's
Bang,
all
bang,
good.
again.
Man.
Take
It's
care,
all
bro.
good.
Take care, bro. We got Kenny from the Pacific Northwest in Eugene, Oregon. Well, let us hear. Shout it out, bro. Shout it out. We got to hear all that hype.
Number one defense, baby.
But how
Better
about that
score over
offense, though?
30 because we got Brock Purdy.
We got to score 30 because we got Purdy. We put up 42 today. Hey, all I got to say is, Hueroski, I got my cold one. I got to take a victory sip. So this is for all those out there. I rarely drink, but this is one of those special occasions. So do this for our Niners, 42 to 19.
Salud.
Sorry ass Philly Eagles. Victory tastes so good, doesn't it?
Victory
Tastes
beer.
great. We got
Victory beer.
Terradome in the chat. What's up, Terradome? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the Terradome. I DM'd you on Instagram if you want to check it out. Julius Calloway is here. Says Purdy and Debo co-players of the game. Yeah, I did put up a poll for the who gets the game ball player of the game. So definitely check that out. If I missed anybody else in the chat, I'll make sure I'll shout everybody. John LaJoy is here. What's up, John LaJoy? Good to see you. Yes, sir. We got James Journal across the pond in the UK, and he's saying it was a lot of boohoos last year, a lot of crying, a lot of what this, that, what that, line that shit up or prove it again. Like, yeah, oh yeah, we proved it and then some, dude. We proved a lot. We got Danny Golding up in the mix. He says, "What's up, Bashar Hueroski?" We got Kenny up in here too, good friend of mine. Who else is up in this chat, man? We got a lot of people. If I didn't shout you out, though, just let me know. I'll say what's up. Man, beautiful game. And let me start with a little bit of a recap. Or before I do that, just let everybody know what your favorite parts of the game were. Kenny, go ahead.
Man, my favorite part of the game was probably our defense was in there the whole first quarter, just roughing it out, man. It looked ugly at first, but they didn't get tired, dude. I mean, they was out there for a while. They didn't get tired, and then here comes Brandon Ayuk and Brock Purdy doing their thing, you know, and it just opened the game up. And then next thing you know, here comes Debo. Debo Samuel was my main thing of the game. I liked him the most. Him breaking them tackles and just doing his yak, man, it was unbelievable.
That big
I
yak
loved every
attack.
minute of it.
Man, I love that. Oh man, that element of our offense. People can say system QB or whatever all they want. Oh, lost Kenny for there's Kenny again. Yeah, let me see what's up. The Master Renee Crafts said Debo balled out. A good friend of mine over in Texas. I mean, we don't have the big explosion in every single game, but every now and then it'll creep up on you. And sometimes it'll creep up in the big games when it matters, man. That explosive yak play down the field, though. Boom. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it.
Dude, even though we're
I keep losing
time scoring in the first quarter.
There he is.
Even though we're having a hard time scoring in the first quarter, Ayuk always comes through for us, man. Ayuk, dude. It's always him that gets it open, gets the game going, dude. Every time.
Yeah, so let me recap the game a little bit. I'm just going to go through some of the top plays and some of the moments. Tend to do this a lot. The first possessions of the game, Eagles scored. You know, they had a 67-yard drive, 13 plays. They took 5 minutes off the clock, and the bad thing was they marched up and down the field. The good thing was we held them to only a field goal. They didn't get that touchdown on us right off the bat, right? Soon after, the Niners were just like 3 and out. We freaking punted. Then the Eagles again marched up the field 6 minutes and 48 seconds, and it was just dink and dunks and whatever type of plays that Philly was doing. Actually, at one point in time, Philly had a big Let me mute you, Kenny, because it's kind of echoing on my end. At one point in time, Antonio Brown in the first not Antonio Brown, what's his name? Brown on the Eagles, their wide receiver. I forgot his first name. He had a huge reception on us, and that just had me heated, man. But so the Eagles were up 6-0, right? And we're just punting away, and we're exchanging punts, and then right before the half, we had a 7-minute drive, 88 yards. Where at the end of that drive, Purdy passed it to Ayuk for that short touchdown on the left side of the field where Ayuk dove, and I know they were like, I had a feeling like they're obviously going to review every touchdown, right? But I had a feeling they were going to be like, oh, well, he dove on top of the ball. Oh, he didn't catch it. Oh, they were just, and the announcers were all over that. But thank God there wasn't conclusive evidence that it popped out or anything like that. Okay, so my special guest is here, and it is none other than Raj from RSF 49ers. What's up, Raj?
What's up, baby? We standing on business today. How we feeling, man? How we doing? What a monumental win. Woo! I'm hyped up, man.
I'm bringing in a lot of people today. This is good. We're going to cap it out at 5 people. It's good. We got one more special guest. It's Terradome. I know he's hyped up for this game. He's a huge Niner fan, and we got Terradome in the mix too. This is going to be a family affair. What up, Terradome? How you doing?
What up? We here for the winner and still heavyweight champion of the world, the San Francisco 49ers. Come on.
Do me a favor, everybody. If you're on the panel, you're in the chat, just share this video on your social media, share the live, let everybody know what you're watching. We want to make this channel grow, get this channel bigger. If you're not subscribed, hit the like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. There's also a poll going down in the chat, and it is for who gets the game ball. I put Debo, Purdy, CMC, or Bosa. I was kind of running out of names, but I could only put 4 names on the poll. But so far, Debo is definitely in the lead with 18 votes. Well, it's 18 votes total for the poll, and he's at 72%. So it's going to be hard to beat out Debo, but Purdy's at 28%.
Yeah, try to sneak him in there, ladies and gentlemen.
I give it.
My Debo balled out. Go ahead, Hueroski.
Sorry, my vote's for Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy had himself a game. He had himself a game, and Debo was definitely that catalyst, that spark plug that we needed. Though I mean, crazy because he was the one who pissed off all the Eagles fans. He pissed off all the Eagles players with all his smack talking and all that. But he brought it, man. He brought it. What do you think, Raj?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, Debo Samuel talked so much for months. He called Bradbury trash. Then this week they asked him, do you take back any comments? He says, I don't regret anything I said. He stood on business, and he had 3 touchdowns tonight. Like, Brock Purdy was him. He walked into the link and walked out victorious with a great game. 4 touchdowns. Me and you talked about this on Friday. If Brock Purdy were to go into the link and get a dub and have a good performance, he better be in the MVP conversation Monday and all the talk shows. But Debo, the fact that he came in and he backed up every single thing he said. What did he say in the offseason? He says, if we have Brock Purdy, we blow him out. Ladies and gentlemen, they had Brock Purdy and they blew him out. That's
crazy, man. That's crazy. And all of us we were robbed last year in the playoffs. We were deprived. I mean, we watched that playoff game against the Eagles, and it was like, we don't know what this team would look like really with Purdy playing the game, but we all thought that it would just look a lot different, man. It's just Terradome's over there dancing, man. He's just hyped up because, his boy Purdy. What do you think about Purdy? Let's hear it.
But you know what we've been through, man, since it was January 29th. I remember very vividly. The football guys just were not with us. I think it was just the indictment of the whole scouting system and everything we know that is football. It would have put everybody under scrutiny to have Mr. Irrelevant go to the Super Bowl and probably win against the face of everything that is the NFL, being one Patrick Mahomes. And I prognosticate, I look at games, I analyze them, I look at other opponents, I look at the numbers, I draw what's called a confluence of things. Man, that thing was set. It was ready to go. The jet was loaded, the truck was fueled, and the train was on the track. That thing was supposed to happen, but for whatever reason, 7 minutes left in the first quarter, number 7 hit us, and Ayuk was running a 7 route, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. And we got some people in the chat, man. They were like, "I want a Super Bowl," and you know who you are, Danielle. But
I remember the elite police too, though. We also got the elite police at our
elite police. Where he at tonight? Where the elite police. What's Ted? What's Ted? He's not elite.
We got D Sizzles up in the chat. D Sizzle, you know what it is. Check him out on his YouTube channel. Does a lot of funny little videos pertaining to the 49ers. Just bang bang all week long. Yeah, we covered that. Just do a little tiny little recap of the first half. When he mentioned the Ayuk touchdown, brought it up to what 7-6, right? And that was like, okay, I was like, okay, Purdy's alive because first Purdy looked rattled, the pass rush looked dominant. And then Hassan Reddick was talking all kinds of smack out there. I'm like, oh man, maybe the Eagles do got Purdy's number. Lo and behold, though, we forced the Eagles to punt soon after our touchdown, our Ayuk touchdown. We marched down the field 85 yards, and we get CMC's little 2-yard touchdown off of the left tackle, off of Aaron Banks' side, and there you go, bang bang Niner gang. It's end of the half. It's 14-6, man.
And they almost threw a pick. I was calling for that pick at the end when it bounced about 20 feet in the air, looking like a golf ball hitting the daggone AstroTurf, and we just couldn't come down with it. I thought we was gonna get that pick and score another one with about 38 seconds left.
You're right. We almost did get a pick six. I forgot about that. Who was that?
I'll tell you what, that defense was so critical in that first quarter because the 49ers, it took them some time to really get cooking, right? They were -6 yards in the first quarter, and everybody was like, uh-oh. No, because I even tweeted, I was like, shit, CMC hasn't even touched the ball after the first 2 series. I was like, what's going on? He finally got the ball in the third series, and after those 2 defensive stands, I think the 49ers woke up, and they did just enough to hold the Eagles at bay. Because if the Eagles would have scored 14 points, it's a different game. So shout out to the defense, man. They dug deep, and they held them to 2 field goals. That was critical because then when the 49ers figured it out, they didn't look back. They just went 21 unanswered points, 20, and then they went 5 straight drives with the touchdown. Like, they were not letting up. So shout out to them, staying tough. They fought adversity. Everybody wants to talk about the Eagles. Oh, they always know how to come back. Brock Purdy can't play without the lead. Today, he proved different. And again, walking into the link, getting a dub, coming from behind, if you really think about it, that's key to me. That's the MVP moment, man. So Brock did his thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
It was a lot of fun to watch, man. I was like, are we going to see this guy who's trying to be in the MVP race? Is that the Brock Purdy we're going to see? Or are we going to see the Brock Purdy who some people were happy to see during that 3-game slump? Who's gonna prevail today?
one of his shining moments, 0 turnovers, which is exactly what you need when you got a big time game. Protect the ball. And it's funny, Rod, you said earlier how it started off slow. I started thinking, man, this is gonna be a low scoring game. My prediction was 31-17 Niners. Okay. But when like those first drives, and even when we scored, we were up 7-6. Like, man, this is gonna be low scoring. This is not what I thought. But when they got that thing rolling, bro, wow.
Dude, they couldn't stop. And to score 42 points on another team's field, the 10-1 team, to drop 42 points on them, to me, that's crazy. Like, they dropped 42 on Cowboys, but that was at home. To go on to the road and drop 42 points, to me, that's disrespectful. And I love it. And I'm happy that Kyle kept pushing. Like, he, has always been scrutinized for, putting his foot off the gas. He's got to kept saying he's not aggressive enough. Tonight, bro, they just kept on pushing.
All gas, no brakes, baby.
Debo was not letting them go out that game without winning. After all the shit he said, Debo was like, look, we can't leave this place without a dub, man.
We balling today. Don't get on this bus if you ain't coming balling. And I like at the very onset of the game for Debo to be back deep and receiving the kickoff, I was like, oh, Kyle is like, he went to Debo. He said, man, you done said a lot. I'm gonna put it.
There was a kickoff return. There was a kickoff return that Debo had where he fell at like the 25-yard line, and he wanted that one back. You could tell he was getting close to daylight,
man. And he had 60 yards on 2 returns. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 30 yards per clip.
That's crazy.
For Mr. Debo Samuel.
For him coming out, I love that you said that, Terry, because for him to come out and actually, return, bro, Debo's like your wide receiver, all paid, all pro, do everything. And he had no shame in saying, all right, I'll take kicks. Ray's out. That's a leader, bro. Like, he set the tone. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this done. And before that even started, I tweeted it out. Like, he had the black Air Force One energy. He had the energy. He came out with the Terminator suit. Bro had all black biker pants. Like, I was like, Debo's coming in with a different mindset. Like he knew from the moment this game started. I watched him from the morning till evening. I was like, every single move he did, I was like, he's so focused today. When he came out, black Air Force, the biker jeans, I was like, God damn, this is Terminator. And he really had a Terminator type of form.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We got Rashad Akil 49 says, I said it was going to be 39-13 or the similar score they had when they played Dallas. I had a very conservative score. I picked a stupid score. I picked 25-19. So I got the 19 points right, but only 7 teams I looked it up. Only 7 teams in NFL history, or 7 games in NFL history ended up as 25-19. So I don't know where I came up with that score. Thank God I was wrong. I would rather take 42-19.
No, you did it. You're 50-19.
I got half of it right.
Hey fellas, I'm gonna get off here shortly.
All right, Kenny.
But I just want to say that Debo, man, he was my MVP of the game, and I agree with everything everybody said, man. All gas, no brakes from Shanahan tonight, and that was different. And all I can say is that after watching this game, I'm pretty convinced that last year, if Brock Purdy would have stayed healthy, we'd have went to the Super Bowl and won it.
Exactly.
Very much so, man. Thank you for coming on, Kenny.
Speaking of Brock Purdy, we got it. They really need to gas this man as the MVP. Patrick Mahomes, there's like 4 minutes left. He just throws an interception. They're losing to Green Bay.
Oh.
Brock Purdy ain't throwing those picks tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Purdy, MVP. They need to put some respect on that boy's name.
They can say system quarterback all they want. This dude is straight up balling. I'm going to give you the box score really, really quick for Purdy. 19 for 27 in a hostile environment in Philadelphia, 314 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. What more do you want, man? Well, I don't know, man.
He had a 153 QBR.
148.77.
Yeah.
Still leads the NFL.
But he's got all the best weapons. He's an assistant quarterback. He's got the easiest job in the league.
The 21st ranked offensive line, though, and he had less sacks than Jalen Hurts, who has the number 1 ranked offensive line in the NFL.
You couldn't tell tonight. You could not tell tonight. Brock balling after tonight. These are his ranks, dude. Brock Purdy's number 1 in pass rating, completion percent, TD to attempts, yards per attempt, and yards per completion. Number 1 in every major statistical category. It's MVP to me, bro. Like
MVP Brock.
Can I drop something in that does not show up in the stats?
Go for it.
When you look at just take this game, you saw Jalen Hurts drop back, and like Landlord said, he was out there for like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Throw it. And Purdy's like boom, 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 right? Now let's reverse that. Let's say Purdy had all that time.
Oh man.
Purdy don't have that time.
He don't have it. He don't have it offensive line.
How good is Purdy? How good is he?
That's what I'm saying. Like he put up these stats on the road, hostile environment with a mid O-line.
Mid O-line, bro. Mid pass
O-line.
Silent.
He's not elite though.
And if you really think about the Eagles,
lucky. We had CMC, and my boy sound like, man. Yeah, Ted, I got to go after you, man. I got to give you this work. You sound like Floyd the Barber on Andy Griffith when he said, "Andy, you know, it was CMC the whole time." It had to be CMC, Andy.
Hey, let me see what's up to some people that just dropped in the chat. We got Chris Osorno says Purdy S. Lee, I think is what he's saying. We got David Corona from Crown Town. What's up, bro? Yes, what's up, dog? I see a lot of people. See Crazy Juice giving some love to Corey Lockdown Davis.
Hey,
one up for Corey, man.
Juice.
Prayers out to Corey, man. He's not doing good physically, and we need all the praise for him. And I hope he was able to watch the game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Got No Border Sports up in here too. Saw him showing him some love. The Corey Lockdown Davis Ray. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for all the love. Hit the like and subscribe. Hit cast your votes. We got David McNiner here as well. It's a party, man. It's a victory Sunday. It feels good. It feels great. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. I mean,
in the house. We in the house.
I rarely ever have one of these. Had to get a cold one for the show though, man. Had to.
Yo, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
the Eagles, they scored 19 points, but if we really strip back those touchdowns, one of them's a tush push. That play's gonna be banned next year. So
next year. Goodell wants it out.
Really don't count. And then the other touchdown was like a garbage time touchdown. So if you really strip it back, the Niners dominated. These guys shouldn't have even had those 2 touchdowns. Points they had. Niners defense Like I know we're hung up on Debo and Brock Purdy, and they did amazing. And Christian McCaffrey, Christian McCaffrey, first running back on the 49ers with 1,000 yards since Frank Gore in 2014. That's crazy to me that we
Yes,
haven't.
sir.
Ballot Frank Gore. Y'all can say what y'all want. Frank first ballot. He in 4 more years. Frank the Tank Gore is going in first ballot. There have only been 3 people in the 103-year history of the National Football League who have run for 16,000 yards. Their names are Walter Payton, their names are Emmitt Smith, and their names are Frank Gore.
Frank the Tank.
Put him in.
Hey, do we draft his son?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm calling Kyle tonight.
Yes.
That's that boy.
Yeah,
Hey, how about Brendan Rice? Brendan Rice from
I
USC.
think that one too. We all
Yeah.
about pedigree here, baby.
Hey, Frank Gore's in the front office. You know he's making sure, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
My son. You're drafting my son. You know he's doing it, bro. You know. Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
And,
Frank
and
Gore?
if he ain't doing it, I'll let him know. Hey, turn it on here.
But what I'm saying is this defense, man, they need so much credit because the offense was amazing tonight, 42 points. But this defense, again, against the Eagles, who Tara, you made a great comment of, and this offense is supposed to be so, great. AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, and that O-line supposed to be the number 1 in the league. They didn't look like it. Jalen Hurts, bro, left because he had a concussion. That's because the Niners were hitting him. They were containing him. They took away his spine hit. He couldn't get anywhere, bro. Fred Warner, come on, man. Quit playing with him. Diamond Lenore looking like
he delivered the knockout blow. You remember when they told Apollo Creed was in there and Ivan Drago was telling, stop the fight, stop, throw the damn towel. And oh my God, if he ain't come up and square up, I tweeted Ray Lewis, Cam Chancellor, and Devontae Hittner. I said, man, y'all remember this?
Dude, he channeled his inner Ronnie Lott on that play.
That looked like
can I address the elephant? No, Deshaun Goldson one was nice. Can I address the elephant in the room?
Go ahead, bro.
Somebody had 2 sacks today. You want to know what his name was? Javon Kinlaw. 2 sacks. And a guy who I've been dying to see play in a 49er uniform. They finally activated in a real game. Kalia Davis had himself a sack too.
Kalia Davis, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Javon Kinlaw. Those were his first sacks since the 2020 season, bro. It's been 3 years since he got sacked.
In 3 years.
COVID.
3 very long years.
They had to break the stat out with an old mask that you used in COVID. Oh, yeah.
Bro, you know how good he must feel tonight. You know he must be getting his dick wet tonight. He's on the
Oh man, you crazy, man. You crazy.
We wild at it, man. We hyped tonight.
Yeah, girl, it's been a long time.
He's gonna be putting it on Grant Cohn this week, man. Oh, shit.
What was Grant Cohn saying during the week? I didn't really watch him much.
Man, he was great. He's a closet Eagles fan. He loves the Eagles. He likes the Eagles more than anything else. I called him on it about a year ago, and he just kind of played it on, looking like Jim Carrey in the mask. I know you're an Eagles fan, but you took that L, didn't it?
Oh man.
Tej Beats is in the chat. He says, let's effing go. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. We've got a lot of people in the chat trying to show everybody some love tonight. Somi Mera, the Kinlaw, my boy, finally came through. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, he's been all about Kinlaw. And Kinlaw, he got thrown around like a rag doll last time we played the Eagles, man. So it was nice to see him get some redemption. And yeah, definitely. How about the hit of the year by Lenore on Swift? That was so much. That reminded me so much of Deshaun Goldson laying out dude on the Cardinals. Oh my
God, he came up.
Like a
I felt that one.
That was nice.
Yeah, he broke that pass up too.
That was
he made Swift slow.
That hit coming that late in the game, that was the explanation point on the game.
Knockout punch, like that.
If it wasn't bad enough for Eagle fan, to sit there and watch your team losing for it, to see that, it's like, wow, it was a bad day. It's a bad day in Philadelphia, bro.
Oh man,
I think half of them were gone. Half of the fans were gone by then, though.
Empty seats.
Yeah, I mean, when Debo got that last touchdown, you just saw like that
yeah.
end zone was just completely. It was just Niner fans and sprinkled with some Eagles fans when Debo got that last touchdown. It was kind of nice. Actually.
If they left, they'll be seeing it because it's gonna go viral.
It already did.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all week. It'll be on ESPN. It'll be on NFL Network. You can
NFL posted it. Yeah, they even got NFL to post Diamond Lenore. That was crazy. And nobody was there. Like I saw a picture. I think Wayne Breezy posted. He's like sitting there and he takes a picture. Behind him, there was empty. It was empty. I was like, bro, they left.
They had cleared out. It's no more. It's no more to see. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see. It's all a mirage. Just we'll see you.
The cheesesteak shops were shutting down, so they made sure to leave the stadium.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you talk a lot of shit and you get your shit handed to you. Bounce, bro. Because they didn't go
justice. You said it right, Hueroski. Yeah, man. That's it. That's a beautiful feeling, man.
You know what? We've been talking about this a lot. I love Dre Greenlaw. I actually posted a montage of his great hits and his great plays throughout the season on my Instagram story last night. And lo and behold, he tackles somebody out of bounds again, does a slap. I love it that he's so aggressive. I love it that he's so reckless, but it's like just keep it contained just a bit because he threw dude out of bounds and then he threw the flag and then the security guard pushed him first.
Security guard. I mean, when did we get involved in there? It was like a ringer. It was like a bad episode of Coach that we brought a security guard to bait this guy.
They baited him, bro. They baited him. That was 100% baited him, bro. Like they knew that he's a hothead. Let's get this guy, fire him up, get him out. You know what? It worked against them because I think that moment juiced the squad up. They're like, oh, you're going to throw out our boy? We're going to go score for him. And Debo comes right down and scores. Like, they didn't care. You know what? I actually like Dre getting feisty because I think it fired up the team. That was ridiculous that he got thrown out. That was crazy.
If you didn't have a team, you're a 49er fan now.
My one criticism about Greenlaw, because I like having aggressive players, bro. There's no doubt. I like dudes that can hit, right? But the one thing about is he always finds the worst possible time to do something.
Yeah, it's all timing.
And they scored. I was like, you saw the whole momentum just come around. And I said, and I had texted my cousin, bro, we need to answer this with 7, bro, because this is not good. And what did the Niners do? Crucial moments in the game. Scoring that first drive after the second quarter when we went up 21, crucial.
Yes. Yes.
And then answering that Eagle touchdown with the Dre thing to come back down the field and score. And I was like, oh my God.
That's when I said, oh boy, I'm feeling it now.
Niners did not lift, bro. They did not lift. And you could see the stadium was getting they was waking up, man. They was quiet for a long time. And they're like, here we go with the
momentum.
We're the second half Team Eagles, right? This is
well, we're not worried about it. We always come back. We're a second half team.
Part of the script. We just come back. That's what we do. Not today, bro.
No.
Yeah, man.
Luck ran out. The luck ran out. And that's what it is. There's Debo kept pushing. Kyle kept pushing, foot on the gas, man. And that's what I love. Because in other times, I feel like the Niners get complacent. They're, we got the lead. It is what it is. Not today. They were pushing, man. That play, whatever, they scored. Niners came right back. And the 49ers, every week, I've noticed these last couple of wins is third quarter comes out, they take deep shots. And then, again, we had an IU touchdown a couple weeks ago, the 76-yarder. Kittle down the middle a couple weeks ago. Like, they've been doing that. Today, Kittle drops. He floated a beautiful pass to CMC. That play right there, that's what told me. I was like, they are coming.
Oh yeah. It's happening. It's happening. It was that little out and up that he did, and he threw it before his break. And that thing just met him like a climax in the ladies' room. I was, oh my God. Oh, it's on now.
Can I say something?
Go for it.
When they had that, when they showed the replay, the first thing in my mind was Jimmy would have overthrew that shit.
Oh, Jimmy don't hit that whole shot. No.
Finally got a dude that can put it there, bro.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Jimmy
I've been saying that for weeks.
They would have been like,
from that Kittle touchdown weeks ago, I said it. I was like, there's no way. We finally got a quarterback. Like, this guy is figuring it out. Kyle trusts him. He's letting him take those shots, and it's a beautiful thing because now You have to respect the deep pass. And then if you don't respect the deep pass, they're going to blow you over the middle like they did with Debo today. Like, that was amazing. They just figured them out. The Eagles couldn't do anything to stop anything they were throwing at them. And you know, me and Bash talked about this the other night. We said, you know, they're susceptible to the tight end. They were ranked like, what, 31st, you said, Bash?
Oh, yeah, they were way
Bro,
down.
Kyle,
Last in league.
like, it was crazy because I think they were anticipating Kittle to go over the middle. It was Debo. They changed the game plan and threw Debo over those slant routes over the middle instead of Kittle. And Debo's run after catch ability is second to none. They could not stop him. And my favorite one was when Hassan Reddick comes up to him and Debo just shook his ankle. Boom, 46-yard touchdown. I was like, oh my God.
Oh boy. And then Michael Irvin once said, he said, man, if you go at a man's weakness, you have beat him. But to go at a man's strength, you've broken him.
That's a wrap.
Oh yeah. He went right. That's their dude, Hassan Reddick. That's their dude. And you got your ankles broken, looking like you've been in the NBA messing around with Allen Iverson and Steph Curry. Oh, you done broke them. Oh, it ain't no more to talk about. It's like, let's just get to the side of big dude from college from Georgia's on there crying a little bit. Already, I'm like,
Yeah.
I seen a dude in when they were just about to go off on the telecast, he just took his green hat off and threw it down in the stands. Y'all hurting. You're broken. You're on tilt.
We give props to Debo. We give props to Ayuk. Let's not forget Juwan Jennings.
Yeah.
Third and Juwan.
Sometimes this dude is clutch, bro. It's
that timing. It's Greenlaw. It's Bizarro World Greenlaw.
Bro.
Greenlaw would do the wrong thing at the wrong time. But Juwan, man, he can mess up a couple things. But boy, when it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, and you look over that number 15, get it and struggle and fall forward, I'm like, oh,
dude, he's living in an alternate universe. That's funny, dude. Like he really does some clutch moments, like that play. And my favorite part, he just like stiff arms him to hell. I was like, bro, he's like, get off me.
He sunned him. Get out,
so aggressive, man. Every week he just has some like nasty moment. Last week when he shook the whole secondary of the Seattle, put him in a spin cycle. Like, this guy's amazing. I love this guy. He's a free agent this year. I hope they keep him, but I know they got Ronnie Bell to take over his spot. But man, Juwan is a clutch ass dude.
I'll say this: when we came back from the half, you can tell Kyle was in his bag because we were at the 12-yard line in the red zone. But Kyle did that fake to the left side. We were confusing living daylights of those weak ass linebackers on the Eagles doing that little fake to the left side where we run it normally with CMC on Trent Williams' side, and then Debo just had a free for all on the right side just to start the half. So boom, 21-6 just to start the half. Yeah. I mean, you know, Kyle was ready to shut these guys down, man.
It was a wrap. They had no idea what was coming after.
And just a reminder, I did drop the link in the chat, but it's not a free for all for people to come in. There's one extra person that didn't get the chat. I promised him to come on a few hours ago, and he's going to come on. So just throwing that out there. I know somebody else was trying to jump on, but it's not a free for all just to jump on if I put the link there.
What's happening?
Just want to clear that up.
Oh my God! Chiefs fumble strip. Green Bay returns it for a touchdown, but the review in the play, this is crazy, bro. The Chiefs are going to lose to the Green Bay Packers. This is insane. 40 seconds. The review in the play, fumble recovered for a touchdown. This is Pacheco puts the ball on the turf. This is crazy.
Are they at Arrowhead or Lambeau? Okay.
Well, they're in Green Bay.
Oh, they got the ball back. Oh,
okay. We got a special guest. Some of you may know him from the legend, a YouTube legend, the 49 YouTube legend, making his return. JD Hawk Hater, JD in Sacktown. What's up, JD? I know you got a lot to say. You have the floor, man. What's up?
What up, Bashar? Hey, what up, Hueroski? What up, my brother?
Been a while,
time,
bro.
Been a long time, bro. Look, I don't really do the YouTube thing anymore, but after today,
today's perfect day to come back on, man.
Yeah, it's the day.
Like you couldn't have scripted this any better. You couldn't have written this any better. It was the perfect response to what Niner fans have had to deal with for the past, 11, 12 months. All the trash talk, all the drama, all the bickering between, 49ers and Eagles fans, Eagles and 49ers media. It just all came to a head today. And I know that it's not the playoffs and it's not an NFC championship rematch, at the moment. But with everything that we've dealt with,
yes, sir,
today was just perfect. I mean, the Niners came out, they were struggling early. Niner fans on the edge of their seats thinking, here we go again. I know I was after the first quarter, but then Brock became Brocky Balboa and did what he did in Philadelphia. Kyle had one of the biggest games of his life as a coach for this team. And I'll tell you just real quick, I'm not going to stay too long. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot, but it's been a long time and I got thoughts. So just bear with me. My favorite moment of the entire game today, right? It wasn't, like Debo scoring 1, 2, or 3 touchdowns. It wasn't Brock Purdy's performance. It wasn't Big Dom's Paul Blart mall cop looking ass getting thrown out of the field. We had already run up the score with Debo. Kyle Shanahan already called up that play with Debo across the middle of the field. He took off for his 3rd touchdown. It's 42-19 at that point, right? Yep. The game's over. Like we already ran up the score. We sent our message at that point. But then we watched a man in Diamador Lenore commit murder on national television.
Boom!
To just
Tough
give
acting.
It just gave the absolute perfect exclamation point to what was a thorough ass kicking in Philadelphia. That's all I got, man.
That was the biggest cherry you could ever think of on top of the sundae, dude. That was like a 1,000-pound cherry on top of the sundae.
Oh, Pacheco throwing. This game is crazy.
What did Pacheco do? I have him on my fantasy team. What did he do?
Thank you, Zero. I don't know who you are, but what's up, though? Thank you.
He just thought he was Dre Greenlaw today to a play. Oh my God, man, this game is insane.
I don't know what happened to Mahomes and the Chiefs this year.
Hold up.
Oh my God, this game is nuts. Holy.
Pacheco ejected? Oh my God.
27-19. Patrick Mahomes on the ropes. Never played in Lambeau before. It's crazy.
27-19. There you go. Yeah. 43 seconds left.
Are terrible.
I'm going to lose my fantasy matchup by a point because of Pacheco. I have Pacheco. Oh, my God.
Oh, don't feel bad. Plexico did the same thing to me, man, in 07.
Oh,
I needed 2 points.
JD, you said it couldn't have been scripted any better. You're absolutely right. I am so thankful this game was in Philly, because if it had been at Levi Stadium, Eagle fan would have had his excuses.
Yes.
The fact that it was in their house, you could see it was cold out there in their weather. Mm-hmm. There's nothing they can say, bro. All that years of trash, that hole from the playoff loss, there's nothing left to question, bro. There's nothing left to question. They got lucky. Purdy got hurt in that first drive of the game, bro.
And you mentioned something real quick. Let me just jump in. I have one more point. You mentioned about excuses. When Jalen Hurts got injured, that was also extremely poetic based on what we experienced with Brock Purdy at the Link in last January. But when Jalen Hurts got injured and went out of the game, not only was I laughing, sorry, not sorry. I was thinking instantly, oh, Eagles fans are going to use this as an excuse. But if you look at it, when Jalen Hurts got injured and left the game, the Niners were up 2 touchdowns. It was the end of the third quarter. Jalen Hurts had played 3 quarters up until that point. The Niners were up 14, 15, whatever it was. There was no built-in excuse there. Luckily, Jalen Hurts came back, so now they won't even mention Jalen Hurts leaving the game for 3-4 minutes, whatever it was. But that was just another perfect thing too. Just totally poetic that we hurt their quarterback.
The final
JD, I noticed your background there. You got I was talking about that earlier. The kid crying over on.
I almost forgot to mention it. Thank you. Yeah, the boy. This is all of Philadelphia right here.
Yeah,
this is all of Philadelphia at the moment. Jalen Carter just doing his Eagles fan impression, crying right now.
When Jalen Carter broke down and was crying to Nick Sirianni, I had a feeling we had this game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He literally took the saying "Cry Eagles, cry" to heart. Like he's crying. his
He
heart
was
out. I love it.
literally the poster child of Cry
Cry,
Eagles
There
Cry.
you go. Cry, Eagles, cry.
And then
Bum, bum,
Debo doing what he did today, like all the trash talk from Debo all offseason. We've heard it all. We've heard him getting defensive on radio interviews. We've heard him calling James Bradbury trash, and he is trash. And then Debo goes out there and backs it up the way that he did. I don't want to hear nothing from Philly fans until we meet in January.
I said this on another telecast, Bashar. I said, you know what Debo means in Swahili? The first guy misses.
Oh,
The first
like
guy
that.
will always miss. I don't know if that's a business decision or whatever. That first guy's missing. He's missing some kind. He might be like, oh, hammy or something, but you don't want them 19 problems down here. You don't be the first one. You need a little help.
What I want to know concerning Debo is what happened earlier this week. I'm guessing he went up to Shanahan and said, "Hey, I'm going to return kicks today, bro."
Yeah.
No, Ray got hurt.
Ray was inactive. Ray was inactive.
Ray was in that.
Is that what it was? Oh, my bad.
I bet either Debo came to him or Shanny came to Debo. And he said, "Hey man, what you want to do?" Because Shanny's he's a player guy. He's all about the players. He said, "Hey, can you handle it?" Shh. Yeah, and watch me put up 60 yards on him in 2 returns.
Now having Debo as the focal point of the offense in terms of receiving today, that was not by mistake. That was by design completely. So you can definitely say that.
They want Debo, they go get all this. Like Jim Brown used to be. They
Let me
Jim
drop
Brown
the
push-ups in front of the other teams.
Didn't we have Bell returning kicks earlier this year? Bell and was it Thomas?
Bell returned a kick today. I think he returned two kicks. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he booted one a little bit, man. That thing, it just went off him. I was like, oh no, Bell, because he wore that number 10, the same one Kyle Williams wore back in the Harbaugh days. And I was
don't remind me. I was at that game.
I sat next to Kyle Williams' family at that game.
Yeah, he sat next to Kyle Williams' family during that game. Yeah,
real. Oh,
that Bell muff on the kick.
Yeah,
not today, bro. You're not gonna do it.
That one was rough, and it was just reminiscent of seeing that number 10 and that thing go off of him. I was like, oh, it went out of bounds.
I think every Niner fan was thinking the same thing at that point, bro.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. So, but Debo, his day-to-day receiving, 4 catches, 116 yards, 29 per catch, 2 touchdowns. It was just that classic run after the catch, yard after the catch. What happened, Raj? Tell us.
Right downstairs.
Green Bay just wiped them, baby. Green Bay 27-19. Patrick Mahomes went for the gusto, and he couldn't get the touchdown.
To the Hail Mary?
Hail Mary. Oh, man.
Game over.
Wow.
And
let me catch up with.
I lose the number 1 seed in my money league by 2 points. That's wonderful.
I just want to shout out a couple of people who've been doing big in the chat. We got what up, Riddy? I see Riddy here. Riddy says the Eagles. What's up, Riddy? Eagle fan base are the biggest bunch of coward losers leaving the stadium in the 3rd and 4th quarter in the biggest game of the year when your team needed you. Empty stadium, no loyalty whatsoever. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better.
Good take. Good take.
Rushed him.
Got from E Kim right here, a famous caller from the Grant Cohn Show. Says, hey, Bashar and crew, good to see you. Got John V. Join me plenty of times on my post-game shows.
That
Locker Room Rant YouTube channel.
All of us are within a week apart of our birthdays, man. John
there you go. There you go.
John B's my dude. He's my ultimate.
He said Hurts did nothing today. Shout out to TNA. Who else is up in here? Eagle. It's an O or 0. I don't know. It's an Eagles Orange Shambles. What's up? Who else is here? Julius Cowboys. That Chiefs lose. Yeah, they just been lost.
Eagles lose. I'm out. That was a great day today. What a hell of a day.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna head out, Bash. But
all right, Raj. Hey, great having you on. Catch me and Raj every Friday at 7 p.m. Raj and I do it on both channels. Raj is always streaming on Instagram. If you're on his Instagram, but
Instagram on lock.
Yeah, he's on there. Yeah. All right, so thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah, anytime.
We got JD here.
Love you guys. Great. Niners got to keep it rolling, get a dub against the Seattle Seahawks next weekend. And if Philly loses to Dallas, we got that number 1.
They're going to lose. You know, a team that plays the San Francisco 49ers usually loses the next week. They're banged up. They're hurt. They done been in a physical brawl. They usually lose. And Dallas is chomping at the bit.
And let's not forget, Jalen Hurts had to go to the locker room with that concussion. Now, he passed the protocol and came back in, but let's see if he has any concussion symptoms coming off of this game. So we can't discount that either.
Yeah,
that was quite risky of them to put him back in. I think, if you ask me.
I thought it was his ankle at first when the way
I thought it was his knee or something. The way he got hit, the way he landed.
Warner took him down. It looked like it got a little.
I thought it was his feelings.
That too.
That too. Yeah. He didn't pass those tests. That's for sure.
Did you guys notice early in the game? I forgot who it was on the pass rush, but I think it was Clelin Ferrell. He completely lost containment, and then Jalen Hurts ran into the sidelines or whatever. But after that, everybody pretty much kept containment. They did a really good job of it. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
And I got to shout out Steve Wilkes for that. He went to a more mush rush to keep it at the level in which your deepest defensive end is. It's something I've been calling for. I've been calling for the mush rush because usually a running quarterback breaks contain or slides out of that C gap and busts us up a la Russell Wilson. And I've been calling for put your damn hands in the air and knock down a couple of balls, every now and again. And he really took care of that this past game. The guys were at like one level. It looked like you were giving them all kinds of time, but truthfully, you were just trying to keep contained and not charge too hard on the outsides upward, thusly making a lane for him to scoot out and pick up 9 or 10 yards. So Steve Wilkes, man, shout out to you. Great job and great execution by our defensive lineman.
I just did a little search on Twitter. I went on Matt Miyoko's Twitter page. I don't know who else is posting the stuff, but I'm just crossing my fingers that nobody got hurt in this game. I don't know what you guys have heard, though.
Eric Armstead had to leave the game because of that foot injury.
Yeah, he was a little banged up going in.
Late in the game, he left the game, but hopefully it was just precautionary because we were kicking their ass, so we'll see.
Yeah. He says, just subscribe to the other content creators. Appreciate you, bro. Says, let's go Niners. Yeah, Terry Dome's always going live. Hueroski doesn't necessarily go live, but he does come on whenever I invite him. And JD's just chilling, just repping the Niners, going to the game.
Just had to make a little appearance. I check out, I watch your streams when I can, and we message and stuff and all that. But and after today, I was like, you know what, I got a couple things to say. So
it felt like a playoff game today. It's a playoff type atmosphere, the tension, everything, the build up, all that, man.
Yep.
Yeah, my uncles were calling me before the game, and everybody was going to watch this one. Everybody who's anybody was watching this one. If you're a football fan, you were watching this one, man.
Oh, I don't know why they didn't flex it to the Sunday night game, dude.
I thought they were going to do that
because there was no way in hell Fox was going to give that up. That's why.
Oh, that's why.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, the cool thing it looked like a night game, right? It was dark out there, so you still had that feel,
I'm willing to bet that the ratings for this one will probably be the highest rated regular season game this year for any network.
Be.
Oh, it's a classic. That's just. I mean, I know people look at the score like, "Oh, that's boring." It's boring, but definitely wasn't boring. It was all kinds of anything you want in a football game. It was there. Twin Empires was here. What's up, bro? Check out
Twin. And I was on with him during the game, man.
Twin. Oh, you guys did a live stream during the game? You guys were live?
Yeah. He was live. Fun. I was providing color commentary in the chat. And he messed with me. I messed with Twin, man. That's my brother from another mother, man.
Twin's awesome, man.
Funny. He's funny.
I like Twin. He's been on here plenty of times. Clown Man, what's up, Clown Man? Says bang, 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 bang. You got to end that with the Niner gang. What's up, Clown Man? Good to see you. I can't say this enough, man.
Yeah.
Purdy to step in there after that nightmare that happened. I'm going to sound like a broken record like this, but I don't care. I'm really proud of the guy. 19 for 27, 314 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He runs away from the pass. He escapes the pass rush when he has to. He only got sacked 2 times. I mean, playing against an amazing D line. I mean, I'm just really proud of the guy.
He doesn't get phased, man. Nothing's too big for Brock, and that's what's crazy. Like, the dude's a 7th round dude. Yeah, he played 4 years of college at a major university and all that, but like coming into the NFL, last pick in the draft with so much pressure on his shoulders because of how much talent is on this team. And he's come in and looked like a 5-year veteran from the jump.
Day one. Versus Miami.
Hey, you know me, who I liked another quarterback But I mean, I don't even remember who that guy is now. Let's just say that, man. That's how much Purdy has won me over. For week one, I saw the arm injury was a non-factor. The arm looked better. Just things in his game he stepped up and improved and worked on. It was just like this guy's ready to make things happen this season, man.
And his temperament, his even keelness, if that's a word, it's perfect for winning football. Like nothing shakes him. He's unflappable. Even at the start of this game, when the offense was going 3 and out and the D line was getting after him, he was like, okay, next series, next snap, let's go.
We'll get it. I'll find Kittle and jump this thing up. And that's your best friend as a young quarterback, as any quarterback. Look for that big number, 87, 85, 88. Whoever that big tight end is, you can't miss the sucker. He looks like the broadside of a barn. Just hit them right in between those numbers, man. Get something happening, and then everything else is going to fall into play. Little curls, little snags, whatever. Just get it into the tight end's hands. Let him cook for a minute. And then it's like hitting a single. You had a slump buster. Ooh, we got ladies in the every now and again, ladies, when a young man is single, things aren't going very well. So
I see the comment on the screen. So my apologies. I didn't mean to cut you off there. My bad.
Go ahead. I
you're
mean, you guys can have
me at
it.
this point.
I see the comment on the screen there from David Yang. What up, David? Just want to throw
What's
that
up,
out.
Dave? Oh yeah, JV Yang's awesome. He said, "Bash your boy Ted. Got to respect Purdy." I mean, he's been. I mean, how many weeks has it been since Purdy's been balling out, man? I don't know.
No, all these Trey Lance ball washers got to chill, man. I'm sorry. And I liked Trey. I was team Trey. Okay,
JD.
I know. We were all hyped up. We were all hyped up, man. I know the feeling.
Right on the
they
wall.
Are dying on that hill. They're on Hamburger Hill. They're gonna die on that hill, and I've given up. It's no more stats, no more film, no more stats. Nothing I can show you. You just gonna be there, and if that's the case, all right. Well, you got to get this work. Yeah, but that would do.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. That hot seat dude that just refuses to give Purdy some respect.
Yeah.
Was it Nick Wright?
Yes.
Nick Wrong. I mean, Nick Wrong.
Yeah, Nick Wrong, bro. I can't wait. For
looking like Gallagher. And Kansas City took L. Oh, Nick.
Hey, all I gotta say is all these elite quarterbacks who are 6'4", 6'5", who got the strongest arms, who got mobility, who've got whatever you can think of that they have over Purdy. I'm sorry, but Purdy, in my opinion, has outshined most of those guys this year, man.
They taking L's. Like Laverne and Shirley. Laverne used to wear that shirt and always had an L on. They took L's today.
I mean, I've gotten into it with some people I know who aren't on YouTube, and it's just back and forth. I'm talking as recent as like a week ago. I got into it with people. It's like, what's it going to take? I mean, does he have to throw for 450 yards every single game? Does he have to have a 100% completion percentage for you to say, oh, I'm sold on him now? Like, does he keep saying you're not sold on him?
He could have all those things. He could have the 100% completion. He could break the touchdown record. He could win the Lombardi. It won't matter because they're always going to use the built-in excuse that the 49ers have this stacked team that's, Brock Purdy just came in and didn't mess it up, but he didn't necessarily do anything, out of the system. They're always going to call him a system quarterback as long as this team is stacked.
Had he been drafted in round 2 or round 1, I swear we'd hear a whole lot less of this.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he'd be the greatest
pick of the whole draft.
You better respect him. He was our first round pick. And all of them, I call them booger eating, mouth breathing, bobbing feeder. They just are stuck on where you got drafted and how tall you are and how big your arm is, how deep you can throw. It's a little sus. I'm just saying it's a little sus. And, the bottom line is, can the guy perform? And secondly and lastly, the argument that he has a lot of weapons around him, I want everyone to ponder this. Joe Montana had the greatest wide receiver that has ever played in the NFL. Second to that, he had John Taylor. Third to that, he had Brent Jones and Roger Craig, Tom Rathman. And even before that, he had Freddie Solomon and Dwight Clark.
Frank, Dwight Clark. He had a guy named John
had
Frank.
Incredible defense with Ronnie Lott, Carlton the Truth, Williamson,
and another guy named Bill Walsh.
No great quarterback can do it by himself. No great QB can do it by himself. And Steve Young had a few years where you had both T.O. and Jerry Rice playing with him. Two of arguably the best wide receivers of all time.
Now, if Brock wasn't playing well, wasn't playing to this level with all this talent around him, then you criticize him. But he's doing what he's supposed to do with all these guys around him. So what are you saying here when you doubt Brock Purdy?
You know what?
Shimmy G.
And it's not it's not over. It's going to continue. They're not going to be happy unless Brock Purdy's hoisting the Lombardi and it says MVP. Because if he's hoisting the Lombardi, but Debo or CMC get the MVP, oh, he's riding the coattails, bro.
Yeah, he's just dinking and dunking, and they're getting all the yards.
I'll give him some credit. He's not elite, but he's okay.
He's not elite.
If he can win from coming behind with all the other players suspended, and he has a rope tied around him with his right arm tied behind his back on fire, then I'll give him his props. But until he does that.
Brock's not elite, okay? He's just the number one quarterback in the NFL right now.
That sound like elite stuff. He does what the elite people do, I guess. if it walks like a duck,
all he does
like a duck.
All Brock Purdy does is win games.
All you can do at this point is win games, and I can let those cry about who's a lead and who's not. They can just cry all day long. And let me see what's up to Brandon really quick.
I don't even want you on my side. Please don't be, because you'll probably mess this up.
Shout out to Brandon from Forever Faithful Podcast. Had him on a few times. Good dude. Somebody else is up in here saying what's up and where's she at. I'll show her some love. Haven't seen her in a while. What's up, Cynthia? Good to see you. She's not a Niner fan, but she's saying hi. Appreciate you. And what's Chris Osorno saying? Says 4 touchdown game is not digging and dunking, but go ahead and cope by calling it that. The haters, system quarterback, whatever. There you go. Yeah.
Aren't they all system quarterbacks? They all?
Andy Reid's had some type of system for quite some time. That's all I'm saying, man.
It's the West Coast system, if you must know, that came from Mike Holmgren. That came from Bill Walsh is the fact would be. So not only are you seeing the fruit, we know the root. And keep being a mouth breather, man. I don't care,
Can we talk about Ji'Ayir Brown? What do you guys think about him ever since he stepped in for Talanoa Hufanga being out for the season?
I'll make my comment real quick, and I'm gonna hop off. But
go ahead.
Ji'Ayir Brown. As far as Ji'Ayir Brown goes, we haven't really heard his name since he started games, and that's a good thing. If you're not hearing your safety's name, that means he ain't doing something wrong. So Ji'Ayir Brown's been doing just fine, and he's delivered some big hits. If you're paying attention, he's laid some wood in these last couple games, but you're not hearing anything about him. His name is barely mentioned on the broadcast, and that's a good thing. Bashar, Hueroski, Terradome, appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for having me up. Have a hell of a night. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Fuck Philadelphia. Choke on a cheesesteak, and we'll see you in January.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. That's JD. You guys know him as Hawk Hater. There you go. Appreciate you, man. JD in Sacktown. He's a YouTube legend, diehard Niner fan, season ticket holder, you name it. That is JD. So no Border Sports. What's up, bro? He says, he's just chilling right there in the chat. Yeah, appreciate all you guys, man. I don't know how long you guys are around. We're gonna stick around. Thinking about shutting this down pretty soon. We covered everything. We've had all types of people in the chat, shouted out all types of people, and thought we pretty much covered everything. But is there anything I haven't talked about yet? Go ahead, man. Lay it out.
Shout out to the secondary. I think we had a couple of coverage sacks, which to me, they were coverage sacks.
Very much so.
Hurts had all the time in the world.
He loves to hold on to the ball because he knows he has the best offensive line, and he's just like chilling.
Sure. He had all the time in the world and nobody to throw it to.
God, oh my.
How about the time where he had all the time in the world to throw, and I'm like, oh, damn, look at this dude. All of a sudden, he just slips, and then Kinlaw just like taps him like he gets a free snack.
Kinlaw did get a little free groceries at
but he got another one later on, though, which was cool. So
yeah.
I'm gonna mention it again. I'm happy to see Kalia Davis out there. He was supposed to be our DJ Jones prototype. We never saw him all season long. I forgot all about the dude. Well, 93. Okay, he had a sack today. So
yeah, he did. I heard him say his name and stuff.
He's a former linebacker. If you watch his college clips, I mean, you can see even as a defensive tackle, you can see the linebacker mentality in his style of play, and I think he's a nice little pickup for us. So hopefully we had him on the shelf for a while, and we're finally using him. So
he had caught some injuries, and he's trying to work through some things, redshirted a little bit or whatever. But solid ball player. I'd heard great things about him, and people seem to love him.
Chris Osorno says Hurts had a clean, rare interception-free game. Still got owned. Yeah, I was hoping for a pick. Niners do lead the league in interceptions. The secondary is off the chain this year, in my opinion. Even though people want a big name, Patrick Surtain, or big name guy at corner, trade for this guy, trade for that guy, sign Marcus Peters, blah 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 blah. I think as a collective unit, these are some young studs that are just waiting to emerge. Ambry Thomas is stepping up. I mean, for people said he's trash, he sucks. Ever since we made that lineup change, this defense in the secondary has been on point, dude.
Thomas has been playing good recently, man. Bravo.
He has really picked up, and that's been the last 3 weeks, I think. He's shown me something because he was on the milk, but man, he was. I was like ready to give up on Ambry, man. Truth be told, but he's balling.
Yeah, crazy juice. That was JD in Sacktown. Is a good buddy of mine, and he was texting me on Facebook Messenger. He's like, "Hey man, get me a link." I'm like, "All right, I got you, dude. Don't trip. I got you. Hop on." So it was great to see him come back on. He took a break from YouTube, but nice of him to come on for us. That was special. And Raj was on earlier. You guys are on right now. Landlord was on earlier. Kenny was on. It's just a 49er party, man.
Yeah, man.
This is a great.
Bashar is a friend of mine, man. Bashar don't know, those good people. We always agree on stuff. We ain't gonna talk about the right tackle out of Ohio State.
Oh man, there were times where who was it? I forgot who it was. Was it Brandon Graham or Fletcher Cox? One of those dudes was making mincemeat out of McKivitz, and I was just like, no, McKivitz, do not have this be the day where I'm dropping swear words about you or whatever, So, and thinking about DeJuan Jones, and
I want DeJuan Jones. And he said,
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy anymore.
The 100th pick, we're gonna get a kicker. Being like,
And hey, Moody was kicking kickoffs to the end zone, wasn't he?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was like, well, okay, there goes that strong leg that we finally got to see.
Yeah. And I'm pulling for Michigan in the college playoffs, man, because Big Jim is back. He's like Tupac. Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming.
And speaking of Tupac,
I'm hearing who just dreaming.
Speaking of Tupac, we got Niner Tupac in the chat. C. McCarver Jr. says Niner. What's up, bro?
All right.
If you want the link, hit me up on Instagram or text me on the phone or whatever. I got your phone number. You got my number. And if you want to jump on, I'm about to close this up probably about 10 minutes. But if you're going to hop on, I'll make an exception for you. It's up to you, bro. Chris Osorno says no turnovers, but our defense was able to make critical stops. I was waiting for us to do a little peanut punch and punch the ball loose a few times. Yeah. And give our offense time to give and wake the F up and do something. They did more than that. Yes, they did. Tommy Huxley?
Holding them to those threes in the first couple of
drives. That was huge. That was big.
Those are the quick. I call them sometimes 4-point plays because usually this team, and they put up a graphic, 12 straight times or something, they score in the red zone. Yeah. But you to hold them to threes in the red zone are 4-point plays in essence for the defense. So, hats off to them, man. That defense, they set the tone early. I got in my notes, somebody hit somebody on the second play of the game. I think it was Fred Warner.
Ward. I think it was Ward.
Ward. I said, that's a tone setter right there.
Yeah, yes. That made me get out of my seat. Yeah.
Yeah. So the defense just did a wonderful job. Steve Wilkes, man, he's down on the field now, looking at people in the eyes, getting the whole barometer of what's going on. And man, I like it. I like it. The pickup of Chase, man, shout out to the front office.
Oh, yeah.
Logistics, Towel Boys, the people who mix the Gatorade, amen. Everybody who just had something to do with this.
Hey, we were running a Randy Gregory out there a bit more at one point, and I was like, wait, why don't we have our best pass rusher out there and Chase Young with Debo? With Bosa, I mean. rather than Randy Gregory. What are we doing here? But there were times where Randy Gregory was holding the containment and he was doing fine. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And the score was what it was, and I was all right. Hey, if you're gonna rest Chase Young like that, a little here and there, I'm for it, man. As long as we're getting the job done, man.
Good, as long as it works, it's good. And then I saw Cleveland Farrell was out there a little bit too. So
Cleveland Farrell saw it. He's not the pass rusher, but I saw him. He helps on stopping the run and all that. And we just have an embarrassment of riches in the pass rush D line now.
Yes,
and we can rest guys and run different units, and it's really, really cool.
Be fresh in the fourth. That's what.
And I think Spencer Burford, if I'm not mistaken, was out there the entire game today. I don't recall seeing Felicianos, and I don't recall any of us complaining about Burford doing any stupid penalty or messing up, or not that he played a perfect game, but
one false start I remember, but he didn't have any blown assignments or something.
This is what we haven't touched on. Lane Johnson strikes again. Dude, this dude
is offsides every time.
And then at the end, when the game didn't matter, they started calling it. Okay, false start at Lane Johnson. Okay. Now we find. And they called on Trent Williams a little later, and I was like, well, and the holds. I mean, I saw Bosa getting like this and like that, and Chase Young getting grabbed, and all this silly stuff, man.
Shoulder pad and in jersey. I'm like, is anybody gonna call this? Am I the only one?
Man, I was getting Kansas City Super Bowl nightmares, on that when Tyreek Hill played. Seriously. What up, Dan the Core Man says, yo, fellas, I am late, but that was a great game. Well, we started off about an hour and 17 minutes ago, but appreciate you anyways. We had Raj Faris of Niners here, Kenny Landlord were on here. We had JD, we had all kinds of people on here. It was a lot of fun. He said they tackle Bosa. Yeah, they've been tackling Bosa, Don. I'll totally agree with that.
All the time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Who gets thrown out Greenlaw for fighting it looked like he was trying to actually point to.
He's a Dray. I'm a Warriors fan. He's a Draymond Green of the 49ers. Just saying. he's a Draymond Green of the 49ers. I love Greenlaw though, but he's just and they both got Green in their last name, right?
Yeah. Greenlaw and Draymond Green.
Okay. If you were only here earlier, man, our Brock Purdy rants were quite long. Raj was on here, JD for Hawkator TV was on here, Kenny was on here, Landlord, and what up 49 First Take Podcast. He says, if I hear one person bash Brock Purdy after this win, I might punch a stranger.
49ers.
Yeah, he's good. But guy.
As you know, we had CMC.
I got 49ers First Take. At this point, it's just comedy, bro. If anybody has anything bad to say, it's just comedy. Their football IQ is just not there. It's entertaining now.
Yes.
It's entertaining now.
It's a cognitive dissonance.
Yeah. So when you hear, I'm excited Monday to hear that Nick Wright. I'm excited to hear what he has to say. It's just entertaining. Like what kind of stupidity is going to come out of his mouth this time?
Yeah, he's like Gallagher.
So no need to punch a stranger. Just laugh it off.
Just laugh it. Yeah,
Gallagher, the guy that used to smash watermelons.
Yeah, don't he look like Gallagher? He got that long hair.
Long hair. Let me do this. I want to
smash some fruit.
I covered the box score for the most part. I'll just do a little quick recap of the box score and some team stats that I missed out on. So really, really quick, just before we wrap this show up, Brock Purdy, 19 for 27, 314 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. CMC, who's in the race for MVP. I think Brock Purdy's in that race too. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
CMC, though, 17 carries, 93 yards. He had himself a day. 5.5 a carry, 1 TD. Debo, 1 rushing TD, 3 carries for 22 yards. Elijah Mitchell didn't look too bad. 3 carries for 13 yards, 4.3 a pop. Jordan Mason, 2 carries for 10 yards, and that's 5 yards a pop. And yeah, so our team stats really, really quick. What do we do? Total yards, 456 yards for the 49ers. Eagles had 333 yards. Passing yards, 310 compared to 287. Rushing yards, we killed them on the ground. 146 to 46 rushing yards. And they had this running back at quarterback, basically.
46 total rushing?
146 rushing yards compared to 46 total.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
And mind you, we were -6 at the end of the first quarter.
Oh, yes. 8 yards per play as opposed to the Eagles, 4.8 yards per play. We had more first down. We had 24 first downs. They had 23. We were 8 for 11 on third down. They were 8 for 15. Fourth down, we were 1 for 1. They were 1 for 2. That tush push was a complete non-factor. And they even punted it once, right? When they were supposed to possibly go for it. And I was like, oh, okay, I think we got these guys where we want them.
Yeah.
There you go. Aaron says, my Brock Purdy ranking is number 1. Hey, he's putting up the numbers as if he is number 1. I'm not going to fight you for that one.
You and the whole NFL. You and the whole NFL has them.
Not going to argue. Time of possession for the 49ers is 28 minutes and 21 seconds. The Eagles had the ball more, actually. 31 minutes and 39 seconds. Did not matter. We had less penalties than they did, actually, which was cool. We had 5 penalties. They had 7. I still want to clean up the penalties a bit more. That Dre Greenlaw, that sideline, tackling out of the sidelines thing, it just needs to stop.
Yeah.
And what's up?
Do you know how many yards we lost on those penalties?
It says we lost 47 and they lost 47. So that's cool. We gave up 2 sacks. They gave up 3 sacks. And that pretty much is let's see what Jalen Hurts did. I'm curious about the Eagles stats really quick. Jalen Hurts, 26 for 45 attempts, 298 yards, one throwing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown for Hurts. So that tush push crap. 7 carries for only 2.9 yards a carry, 20 yards. I'll take that all day. I'll take DeAndre Swift, 6 carries for 13 yards. Garbage.
What? 13.
Yeah. The one guy who scared me in this game when he had that 38-yard pass early on in the game was A.J. Brown. He had 8 catches, 114 yards, 14.2 a pop. Devontae Smith, 9 catches for 96 yards and 1 touchdown. And Gainwell, 5 catches for 42 yards. But yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, that A.J. Brown pass in the beginning of the game really had me scared. Like, oh man, it's gonna be one of those games where our secondary just gets torched by this guy. But hey, man, they found a way to corral him, man.
Yeah, man. Corrections are everything. Correct in the moment.
So who was in the conversation? Wasn't Hurts in the conversation for MVP?
Yeah,
usually is. Yep.
He did, and Purdy got way better numbers than them today.
And Hurts has got the better offensive line. Hurts has got the number 1 offensive line in the game, and that's just, it's really amazing to me that Brock is doing it with I know at the beginning of the week it was the 21st offensive line ranked in the NFL, but I think it dropped. It's somewhere around it 20, and that's PFF. They're ranking it at 26. So for him to be putting up these crazy numbers with the 26th offensive line in the game, man, that's just sick, man. He's going beyond my expectations, and I have probably the highest expectations of everybody else. I really like that guy, man. He's got it. No doubt.
Yes, he does.
Did you guys catch that one play where, we were talking about why Chase Young didn't start the game? It could have been by design. I think they wanted to keep fresh legs on the field at all. Yeah. You got a running quarterback, right?
Yeah.
The Niners were gassed. There was one play where Hurts rolled out and dudes just stopped. They were so tired. Did you guys catch that?
No. I look back at it. I can believe it.
They just stopped, dude. Yeah. I think Hurts completed a pass, but I was like,
man, that monkey jumps on your back after about 280, 290, man. You have a couple of those. You like.
I'm gonna share my screen and play a few videos. At least this first one. I'm getting a kick out of this video right about now.
Oh, if our quarterback wasn't hurt, if you would have freaking blocked for him, he would have been hurt. You suck. You're not man enough to admit it. Now you're gonna come back here and you're gonna get your kicked again, and we're gonna show you how men play. Not like those little whiners from the West Coast who drink their little wine with their pickies up and act like you're so superior. Guess what? This is Philly. You're gonna lose. You suck.
You got this always sunny in
real professional football team with real professional men take a loss. Instead, they cried about it. Oh, if our quarterback wasn't hurt, if you would have freaking blocked for him, he would have been hurt. You suck. You're not man enough to admit it. Now you're gonna come back.
Oh, you hit it.
There's a few more of those. I'm going to find some more, and I'm going to share some other little funny videos. You guys had the floor. I'm just don't mind me. I'm gonna look for some more funny videos. Have some fun before we close this out. Get a few laughs in.
There's a football game, and then there's the game within the game.
Mhm.
There's a lot of pride here. Philly fans were going to show us that it didn't matter if Purdy played or not. They were going to prove it today.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna play. I'm not really allowed to play highlights because of copyrights, but it's a really really quick play, and I think we have to play this. We must play this play, and you know I'm talking about since it's gonna remind you. It's gonna remind you of Ryan Lott. Let's just say that.
Unbelievable hit, and Swift is slow to get up. Wow.
DeAndre Swift got hit so hard he immediately started
Let's take a look
Tebowing.
here. It looked live like
That's
he
what it
went
says.
with his shoulder. That's a clean, hard hit. That's the way they want defenders to
just
lead with the shoulder. And
just decleater.
tough one if you're on the offensive side. And good to see Swift being able to get up. And
this guy can do it, to know he can do it. That's over the middle. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable.
That is what I call real football right
That's
there.
football. That is football. That is playoff, hard-hitting football across the bow. You hit him in the strike zone, decleated him. The cleats were facing the skyward. He's down. You didn't injure him, but you hurt him. It's a difference, son. Are you hurt or are you injured? I think I'm hurt. Yeah, go over to the sideline, get some Gatorade, think about it.
There's one angle of that hit where it looked like Swift like exploded, like he just went like
like an eagle.
Yeah. Supposedly, there's an arrest warrant for Lanier for attempted murder, homie.
Fly like an eagle. Remember who's that?
Oh man,
what was Steve Miller Band? Steve Miller Band. Hey, there goes Debo. Stand by the Philly fans.
In Philly. He's doing the royal wave. He's doing
yeah. If I find any more funny videos, I'll be playing them.
You don't think that was personal? That game was personal. That game
very much so. Yes, sir. It's supposed to be. Oh man.
I'm gonna play another. I'm gonna play another. We gotta play some more Debo. Debo needs his flowers.
Get all the Debo.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this one.
Love that guy.
Matters. And he waves goodbye to the fans in Philly.
Look at the little feet.
It will be monstrous.
Thinking and ducking.
That was the backbreaker. That was just the backbreaker.
Freedom. Touchdown 49ers.
That was the backbreaker. Oh
man, 42. We put up that running lot scoreboard number.
Yeah,
got the running lot hit in.
And Joe Montana when he went to the Chiefs.
What's up?
It was
Montana.
Yeah, Joe Montana wore 19 when he went to the Chiefs.
And shout out to we got to show this guy. We got to show this guy. He's not getting enough love.
This thing's getting
Juwan
out of
Jennings.
hand.
Wow. Moody. 35 to 13.
Third and Juwan.
Sanford
blocked.
You could count on him, man. What was it? It was a 3rd and 4, right? Just look for number 4.
Get off of him.
Oh my God!
Juwan Jennings is able to do the rest after the catch.
Get off me.
This thing's getting out of hand.
Wow. Moody, extra point.
Right to the end zone.
They don't know me out this piece. Yes, sir. Love it, Juwan.
Jared Dolan, you said it perfectly, bro. Juwan Jennings, you can count on him. Bro.
You can. I call him calculator. You can count on him.
We got Omar S. What's up, Omar? Says you got knocked the F out. Smokey.
Funniest movie ever.
And we got Debo. Snatching chains. Yes, sir.
I would just tuck mine.
We're winding down to the end, but I'm just looking for some funny videos so I can share on Instagram really quick. If you have one that you want me to share, you can drop it in the chat or set it in the private chat for me if you're on the panel with me. I think we're going to have a little fun with this little stream right before we end, just because we have to.
Yes.
We need to.
Victory
here we go.
Mine.
Here we go. I mentioned this earlier, and we're going to show it again. We're going to show it for the first time because we have to. Jalen Carter. When I saw this, I knew we broke him. Jalen Carter crying on the sidelines to Sirianni. We straight up broke him. What up, Nighthawks in the chat? And Jalen Carter, he said, "Oh, that 49." He said, I don't know about that 49er offensive line. I don't know about that 49er offensive line.
Okay.
But hey, they put up 42 points on y'all.
Now you know.
Last time I checked.
I'll give you 42 reasons you know us right now. Yeah.
Oh man.
That is beautiful, man. Great win, fellas. Great win, man.
Yep. If you have anything else you guys want to touch on, I'll be quiet for a minute because I'm looking for some more funny videos to share. So, yeah, if you guys want to touch anything else, free sure you guys have the floor.
What you got, Hueroski? You got anything?
I just to touch back. I don't know if you want to say what the numbers are on who gets the game ball today, but I'm gonna plead my case for Brock Purdy. And again, to me, the most important thing about this game for Brock was the 0 turnovers, man.
0 turnovers.
This and the same thing. You could say that for any like running back or whatever. Like you don't want him fumbling. This is the game where you just don't do it. You just don't do it.
You have it.
You're going to their house. You're playing the number 1 team in the NFL, and you protect the ball. And to me, it's just the most important thing for me, especially in these games. And to me, Brock Purdy held it down today. To me, he's getting the game ball from me today, as well as everyone played, as well as the defense played. Wilkes maybe second. I'm putting Wilkes second place, the way that they held it down on defense. But I'm giving the edge right now to Purdy over Wilkes. That's me.
I echo the sentiment. And what's beautiful about the whole thing, man, when the San Francisco 49ers, and I looked at, we had that top 50, top 100 players come out in the summer. And I looked around that roster. I said, man, it's got to be 8 or 9 Pro Bowlers and probably 4 All-Pros on this roster. When we play our perfect game, we're not really even playing the opponent. When we play mistake-free, don't give it up football. When we play execution-based, get down and get it football, there isn't a team better than us. There just isn't. We're really the best team, top to bottom, defense, offense, and shout out to the special teams.
Yeah.
The special teams were awesome today. And we didn't even have Ray McLeod, but others can come and step in. We're just built. I heard Bill Walsh say that. We're just built different. We're just built like that. This is constructed just exactly to plan, to have a rookie quarterback playing excellent and efficient, but only soaking up 0.04 of the salary cap. And we plug with every possible nuanced, good ball player that we can find, and they come together for a collective goal to get to the Super Bowl and win it with a coach with the best designer of scheming guys open that there is, a defensive coordinator who very well should have been. I live in Carolina. He should be the head coach. They just fired the head coach. Steve Wilkes was the interim. You could have very well had Steve Wilkes could be here as the head coach and well deserved, not just given to him, but he's coming off a head coach experience at Arizona as well. We just really got it. We're playing against ourselves. We're playing against our own personal records here. And no matter who you throw out there, we have mental blocks thinking that Kansas City, oh my God, Kansas City is going to come. Oh my God, maybe Buffalo could do something to us. Oh, Cleveland, we got a mental block. No, guys, play mistake-free ball. Don't put it on the ground. Don't give them any picks. Don't give them any penalties. And you're designed to go out here and win Super Bowls. That's your design. That's what you're programmed to do. That's your purpose in life. You do that, it ain't a team out here. I'll be like Baskin Robbins. You can line all 31 up. I'll taste every flavor. It ain't nobody can touch us. It ain't nobody can touch us. I promise you.
I got like you said, bro, the special teams held it down, bro. It's something that we don't think about.
Yeah, good coverage.
This was the kind of game where momentum momentum could have switched at any time. And like I said, Niners didn't let their foot off the gas. They held it down in every aspect of the game. You're right. You shouldn't overlook special teams. Outstanding job.
And now we got to look at security guards, but they're not supposed to be in the game. But we got to look at the other team's security guards.
Okay. I got a couple of videos I'm gonna share from my Twitter feed. Really quick, let me say what's up to a couple of people that just got in here. What up, Joey Mahoney says, "What's up, Bash? Good, appreciate you, bro." Yeah, man, Purdy was doing his thing. You were saying that Purdy was gonna throw 350 yards and 4 touchdowns. You were saying to me and a whole bunch of other people, and pretty close, man. 314 yards, 4 touchdowns. So, man, you were almost there, dude. You were really close. Dark Tommy says, "Fall Eagles, fall." Appreciate you, bro. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There is a poll going in the chat. It's almost done with, though. We're gonna end the poll pretty soon. But it says who gets the game ball. We got Debo at 69%. We got Purdy at 26%. CMC with 4%. Bosa with 1%. 77 votes. Looks like Debo's gonna run away with this, but Purdy definitely gave himself a strong showing. I'm all for anybody that votes for Purdy too, because it was a Debo and Purdy show without a doubt, man. It was just a lot of fun. It was beautiful. Let me just share this video. This is our former backup running back from the Harbaugh era, Anthony Dixon, and hey, he had a few things to say. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. It go like this. Well, y'all Eagle fans, they were talking all that mess. Now y'all looking stressed. Y'all know we the best.
All right.
Eagle fans, they were talking all that mess. Now y'all looking stressed. Y'all know we the best.
Love it, my dude. Looks like a
Anthony
nice
Dixon
location too.
You gotta send me that, bro. You gotta send me that.
Oh, it's on my Twitter. I'll send it to you. Yeah, I got to meet him at one of the 49er draft parties. Really, really nice guy. He was a cool little backup running back for us in the Harbaugh era. Nighthawk says, "Cry Eagles fans, cry Eagles, cry." If we Dark Tommy says, "If we stay healthy, we got this." I pretty much agree with you.
Facts. Yeah, Anthony Dixon was one of my favorites, man.
He was one of mine too. Yeah,
I liked him. I thought he was, he was a solid power back, and he was really good on special teams, man, making tackles and stuff like that. I love that dude, man.
I do too.
Out here, man.
Okay, so this is what Eagles fans do when the 49ers are stomping them. This is what they do. Hang on. This is what Eagles fans are doing today. They're leaving.
Fleeing the nest.
We emptying out the link.
They're emptying out the link.
See.
It's 35-13 at this point in time.
10:43 left. Oh,
they're leaving. They're leaving.
Let's go ahead and get a cheesesteak and beat this traffic. Oh, enjoy, you guys. Thanks for coming over. Bye. Stadium.
I'm enjoying this, guys. I'm having fun with this.
Oh, bro, me and you both. You know, hey,
I'm having tons of fun.
Run it.
Let me be the person that apologized to Eagle fan today. I'm sorry, bro. Your day is ruined. Your week's ruined. I'm sorry.
What up, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights? Good to see you. Says yo. Pretty much. Yeah, man. I'm gonna check my feed just one more time, see if there's any funny videos I might be able to share before we head out. Because we're gonna I want to have as much fun as possible. But if I don't find anything, it's all good. We can we can save it for the next time we whip their ass or we whip the Seahawks next week or whatever. I just think I just think we had to milk it as much as possible today.
It's been a beautiful 2 weeks. We ate that turkey, and
eating turkey in Seattle.
Turkey in Seattle, and then we go and nibble on those Eagles. We got some more birds coming up. I think it's Birds Month.
And we're having a bird buffet, is what we're doing, man.
Yeah, we just eating bird.
Back to back weeks, hostile environment, silent count. I mean, come on.
Rivals.
Exactly.
Teams with
Big games.
Good team and good teams. Good team. Make no mistake. I'm not gonna call the Eagles trash. They're a very good team. They are a very solidly built, and this is just being objective as a football fan. That's a good team, but we are special, man.
Listen, about 8.5 hours ago, the Eagles were the best team in the NFL. No question.
Mm-hmm.
No question. Seattle, it don't matter if they're 0-9, whatever. It's a rival. It's in the division. It's at their house, hostile environment. Big wins. Big wins. Eagles, about 8.5 hours ago, were the best team in the NFL. I think the rankings have changed. Chiefs lost today. I think the rankings
have changed.
I'm excited for Monday. I'm excited. I got to see what they're talking about.
Hey, how about this one? Yesterday's prices are not today's prices.
There you go. Shout out to Papa J in the chat. I think if you're a newcomer, hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate everybody who's a newcomer and jumped on the chat today and has been watching.
I like
that. Wonder if the Eagles still feel disrespected for being a 3-point underdog in their own home. And I mentioned this earlier. I made a parallel with Draymond Green because I'm a Warrior fan and Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah.
And somebody did this on Twitter. Just saying they both got Green in their last name.
Papa J.
Yeah, Red Jet Shell, if she's in the chat, she showed that to me.
She showed that to you earlier? Okay. That's the first, I just ran across it on Twitter. And we're going to shut down pretty soon. Oh, we got somebody else in chat. The expert genius, cool name, says Eagles, I mean E-girls. Oh, I thought they were that then. I can't even say this without laughing. I thought they were that then because they beat the depleted Niners. Yes, they did. That team last year in the playoff. They did. Welcome to the channel. Hit the like and subscribe button. There's also a poll going on in the chat voting for who gets a game ball, but it looks like Debo's running away with flying colors on that one.
I like what Papa J said.
Well, let's put him up again in the chat.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Yeah.
We need to speak on this right here.
Go ahead, bro. Too.
I wonder if the Eagles still feel disrespected for being a 3-point underdog in their own home.
If you did, sorry for you. But I had it. I looked at the Vegas line in my film study. I thought it would be a 27-20 game because the line was moving. You're supposed to get 3 just being a home team. And then for them to move that line for another 3 our way, Vegas was basically saying, you're a 6-point favorite. You know what I mean? So I said with the 6 to cover, you got 7, an extra point on there. This should be, they would call it over-under at 47 points. I said it should be 27-20. That's what they're saying to us. And man, they put up that 42. They didn't get to the 20. They just got to 19. But boy, that 42 hit them. Ronnie Lott hit them.
I had a guy at work. Always trashing with them. He's a Niner hater. He's an undercover Niner hater. He hates Purdy. He don't believe in Purdy still, right? He told me, and he'll play the cards. He'll play the cards, right?
Yeah.
He told me, "Oh, you guys are in trouble. Purdy's gonna fold." Blah 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 blah. And I said, "What's the spread?" And he goes, "Oh, they got you guys favored by 3." What you talking about, bro? I said, "I know you're gonna bet on the Niners this week."
Yes.
Talk all the crap you want. I know you're gonna take the Niners.
If you're real sharp, you would take the Niners.
I ran across some more videos that we're gonna share. I got a couple more.
Hook them up.
We're having fun. We're gonna have fun with this. We're gonna milk this, guys. So if you just jumped in the chat, thought we're gonna end, we're gonna stick around just a little longer. Just saying. Here we go.
They big, man.
Roll them.
Changes on the door. Y'all can't leave yet. No, you can't leave yet. Why not? Game not over. No, the game not over yet. No, we know when it's over. No, the game's not. Let's go. Let's do it January. Where's everybody going? It's not over yet.
That is dope.
He looks like a 49er version of Ray
looks
Lewis.
like his cousin sitting beside him.
That dude got hella mad. Hang on, we're gonna watch another one. We got another one.
This for people in the opposite of his zone can hear what I'm saying.
Dope head.
It's quiet in his home. Hey,
It's so quiet.
All right, so yeah, if I find anything else, I'll play it for you guys.
I needed that
Excuse
hat
me.
when we were up in Green Bay, man. That's a very warm hat. They get that to you in the military when you go to Korea and Germany.
I hear those hats are warm. Yeah.
They're great. They fall down on your ears so your ears don't get cold, man. And they got that padding that you can flip it up. You look like the kid from A Christmas Story, which is my favorite.
I love that movie.
Christmas Story during
was off the
during the holiday with Ralphie and Farquaad.
Oh, Ralphie. Oh yeah, Ralphie. Yeah.
Ralphie.
That movie's a classic. I think I found another video. I found I think you gotta hide the kids for. I think you gotta hide the kids for this one, but I just think it's funny seeing a pissed off Eagles fan. I just can't help myself, guys. I'm trying not to be explicit on this channel, but sometimes, man. Here we go.
Fuck the 49ers. Fuck you, Tito. See you in hell.
that is what pain sounds like. That's pain and agony personified.
It's like Clover Lane in Rocky 3. Hey, Clover, what's your prediction for the fight? Pain.
How is that man supposed to show up to work on Monday and face all the shit? Face everyone.
Okay, I got more. This is from a good friend of mine who runs the 49ers and NFL 24/7 news on over on Twitter, and it's just a bunch of Niner fans celebrating in Philadelphia, walking out the stadium. I think it's beautiful. He filmed it. He was at the game. Shout out to my boy.
Yes, sir! Look at all this red, baby! Let's go, boys! Let's up and go! Let's go!
It's a celebration.
Let's up and go, baby! Let's see red! Let's up and go! Give me some! Let's go! Let's up and go! Yes, sir! Let's go!
That's how we represent in opposing people's stadiums.
So incredible, man.
That is what we do in opposing people's stadiums.
In Pittsburgh that first week when we just showed up and showed out in Pittsburgh, and the lady at the airport said, "It's so many of y'all." That is a beautiful thing, man. When you go and just see that sea of red, and you're amongst the faithful, and everybody's just kicking it, man. It just the away games are sometimes even more fun than the home ones. It is something to behold, man. We will get out there and party. I done partied in Green Bay, Carolina, Atlanta. The away games really mean something. Pittsburgh, it is so dope, man. It's real dope.
Shout out to all those people that went, because I don't know if you guys saw the video earlier this week where the Niner fans were sitting there. I guess it was in that playoff game. They're throwing snowballs at them.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that
was a while back.
To wear your colors, bro, in Philly.
Yes.
And you see stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
If I were go, I probably wouldn't be wearing my colors.
I can see why you say that, but and even within myself, I know it's a certain threshold I have that, hey, dude, it's really finna be on right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna wind up in jail or whatever, but I do not get down to lose. I'm coming out there with the win, and I'm coming with a piece or a chunk of you. Not saying that you can't fight, not saying that you ain't bad. You might be that, but I know this: you'll be different after you deal with me.
It's gonna be an expensive game.
Yeah. I'm coming away with something.
So to those people that showed up and wore their colors, man, respect, bro.
Respect. And shout out the faithful, got to be in there for the game ball too, man.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Showed
up. The expert genius says Philly forgot their Under Armour. We must protect this house. Quote unquote. Niners came in like bro man from Martin. That's funny. I like that.
From the fifth floor.
Sending know what's up, bro. He says it's so quiet in Philly you can hear the crackheads scratching themselves. I'm gonna run a clip of I'm going through my Twitter feed right now. If I find anything funny before we close this out, I'm gonna play them. But this is not a funny one, but this is a cool video of Chase Young celebrating the victory, I guess with his family or with some Niner fans. Not sure who he's celebrating with.
Yeah, he's a Maryland boy. He's from the DMV right down the way. That's awesome, man.
Let's go, Teddy!
Oh man, it's nothing
He
like
looks a lot happier as a 49er, I must say.
nothing like it, man. That's it's overwhelming, bro. It's overwhelming. Man, when
you right about that for sure.
My cousin played for Seattle, man, when they were really getting down to LOB, and when your family comes and you got your own section of cheering, it hit Marcus real hard, man, because you out here amongst 60, 70, 80,000 people and your family's there. I had to eat crow and put on that Seattle Seahawks jersey, but that's my cousin. That's, the little one you went to Little League with, you gave your little tips to, is, hey, when you hit them, man, make sure you hit them right there, And it's a real big thing for a young man, man. It's all the accolades and all the money and stuff aside, it's y'all showed up, man. Y'all dig me. Y'all love me, It's a good day.
Who was your cousin that played for the Seahawks?
Marcus Burley. He was a nickel for them in the LOB days. It was Sherman.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and this was after Sherman had dog Crabtree and took out Super Bowl and everything. So he was kind of bouncing around, and he was at Jacksonville, then he was at Indianapolis, and then Cleveland for a minute. And then the night before Thursday Night Football opened the season, he got the call from Seattle they said, Pete Carroll said, man, you looking at starting against, I think it was Wes Welker. When Wes was real good then, he said, hey, they're going to put you in as the starting nickel. And he said to a man, he said, hey, Junie, hey, man, Richard Sherman, all right, man. And Cam Chancellor met me and took me all around and stuff. And I said, for real, they ain't all that. You just want to hate a Seattle Seahawks. But he said, man, to a man, they good dudes, man. They good dudes. And then, 5 years later, here we signing Richard Sherman. So even when I had the chance to meet him, I talked to Cam Chancellor because he was from VA, and it was a VA thing. So it was cool with Cam. But I saw Richard Sherman over there. And then my wife went over there and got a picture. I'm gonna get a picture of Richard Sherman. I said, God damn, picture of Richard Sherman.
Well, he ended up playing for us anyway. So
I know. I should have
back us up now. So.
With Richard.
Hey, feel free to read this comment. Do the honors and read this comment for me.
The only thing about this game I was mad about is they didn't bring out the leftover turkey and eat it on the Eagles logo. That would have been fire. Because
throw that turkey in the air fryer.
Yeah, bring it back out. And usually turkey lasts for 2-3 weeks anyway.
Just having leftovers, bro.
Yeah, leftovers. Oh man, that would have been dope. I love them eating that turkey on Seattle's field. Oh God, that was a good feeling.
There's a pregame trash talk video taken by this dude that I know named Wally on Twitter. I want to play it for you guys. This is what it looked like before the game started.
See?
Throwing beer at Niner fans.
See? Stuff like that.
If hell was ever a place on earth, it would be at the Eagles Stadium.
Please don't touch the animals. And see, man, other cities don't do that, man. Pittsburgh is a class. and here's my personal theory about it. Sometimes you have just bastard children in the NFL. Pittsburgh is title town. When we were up there, man, they're real football people. And if you notice Pittsburgh fans you talk to, they'll be like, hey man, y'all got to smoke out there this year. And they were real cool. We could tailgate right together. Green Bay was like going back to high school. Green Bay, you can get parking. Check this, around the people's houses. There are houses all around the Green Bay Lambeau Field, and they'll let you park there for $20. They'll tailgate out in front of the house. You could go in and use their bathrooms and everything, and just class people all around. Philadelphia is made up of bastard children. They're throwing. You saw that Heineken, that thing was full. It's a bastard city. It is.
I like Centennial's comment.
Hang on, I'll put it when we come back. We're gonna play another video. We got this is the reception for Purdy after the game. Let's go.
My dude.
Redemption.
Tell me he isn't hype. Tell me he isn't hype, man.
Redemption.
That's my guy.
What's the comment you want from Sentinel? You said something.
He said
it's like watching.
yeah. It's like that's a good one. That's a good one.
It is, and that's what they say. Don't get too close to the animals. And
man, if hell was ever a place on earth, it would be that Philly parking lot, Philly tailgate parking lot, man.
That beer was like, I guess that beer's supposed to be like monkey poo, homie.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's like on Cooley High. Yeah, man. They just and they've been like that for years, man. I can remember the old Vet Stadium. They had a jail under the stadium with a magistrate on duty because they know stuff would get out of hand. I watched them boo Santa Claus. I watched them boo Destiny's Child. I watched them cheer when Michael Irvin was laying on.
How do you boo Destiny's Child? How do you boo Destiny's Child?
They were there for a halftime show in it was at the Spectrum then. I think it was still the Spectrum in Philly, and it was All-Star Weekend, and the girls just wore random jerseys. One like had I think
I remember that they had random jerseys.
Yeah, Beyonce had on a Houston jersey. She's from Houston.
She's from there. Yeah.
And one wore 76er, and one wore like a Laker or wherever they were from or whatever. And man, they get through with Bootylicious. Who gonna boo Bootylicious? And they booed Bootylicious. I'm like, see, they ain't.
What's up, Channel 49? I see you, bro. He says MV Purdy. Yep, that is true. Hey man, he's in the conversation. I don't care what anybody says about what limitations or what weapons or what system he's in. I don't care, man. He's doing his thing, man. And here's Frank Gore after the game, really quick.
Man, where my man?
It's Frank Gore.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know he's hype.
I love Frank Gore, man.
I'm so glad that they have him within the organization, and
yes,
his son is coming out, and he declared, I believe.
Let me say something.
What's that?
Let me say something about Frank Gore, man.
Go ahead.
Because that dude carried this team on his back for years, bro.
Years, right?
When they weren't winning games, this dude was just playing like if they were like every game was a playoff game.
Yes, sir.
This is a guy that took pay cuts to stay on the team. This dude's a player, bro.
Yeah, man.
This dude he could have boned out and went somewhere else. This dude, to me, is just the guy you want on your team. This is a player, dude. This dude.
Yes, sir.
So Frankie, to me, obviously he was great. Obviously he's Hall of Fame, but to me, that was one hell of a draft pick, man. To get all those years of service out of this guy, for him to stick around when the team was trash and not bounce and say, "Man, I could go play anywhere I want. I want to win."
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna stick with this team right here. I'm gonna make these dudes winners.
Yeah,
and it was so close, man. That Ravens game. They was so damn close, man, and I feel bad for Frankie, dude.
No, we should have gave the ball to Frank. We trying to throw those fade routes, man. But
he was fucking.
Why didn't Frank get the ball on that?
He was juking Ray Lewis out of his shoes of that whole game, bro. If you go back and watch it, Frankie was.
Man, Frank had some.
I was not a fan of Greg Roman, just saying.
But
and Harbaugh could have overrode his play calls too, just saying.
Frankie, to me, is one of my favorite 49ers of all time.
Yes, sir.
And it's not just because what he did on the field, but just the fact that he took the team on the back and said, let's roll, man. Let's that dude to me is just the dude right there, bro.
He is. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy, man. And I was a fan prior to it because I'm a University of Miami fan. And man, back in 2000 and 2001, this is how ridiculous the University of Miami was. In the backfield, you had Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, and that fourth string was Walter Payton's son. You had Jeremy Shockey starting at one tight end and Kellen Winslow Jr. backing him up. And then you had in the defensive backfield cats like Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, Antrell Roll. It was just it's obviously 17 draft choice, first round draft choices came off of that 2000-2001 Miami Hurricane team. And you ain't gonna see it no more, man.
No, let me tell you something. That those running backs you just named right now, when they were on that team, they asked one Miami dude, and I can't remember off the top of my head. They said, "Who was the best running back you ever saw?"
Oh, Frank.
And he said Frank Gore.
Frank.
He said, "Really?" But McGahee and Clinton Port, and they said, "No, the Frank Gore that showed up at Miami with no socks on." That dude was awesome. That dude was
two ACL.
I pulled up a clip of Frank Gore his freshman year before he had all those injuries. Man, I think he was running for a solid 4.3 back then, dude. He was fast.
Yeah.
They said this dude. They said the Frank Gore that showed up at Miami with no socks.
Frank was incredible, man.
That dude
was incredible. He was bad, man. He was bad to the bone. I love him. And I'm going to be waving that banner, getting him into the Hall of Fame first ballot, man. He deserves it. He really does. 16,000 yards in the NFL. There's only 3 in the history of this game who got to 16,000. That was Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith, and Frank Gore. That's the list.
Crazy. He has more yards than Barry Sanders, though. That's nuts.
It's crazy that he had those knee injuries. And he played so many games.
Oh, yeah. He played
so many years after. And it got Trent Baalke so in love with it that he started getting people with knee injuries thinking, another Frank Gore.
They wanted to find the next Frank Gore, bro.
That's the dude.
I definitely for drafted his son, though. Definitely want to give his son a shot. I want to give Brendan Rice, the wide receiver from USC, Jay Rice's son, a shot. Just get those two guys in. Like you said, get the pedigree in there.
Yeah,
you know.
That's what we do around here. Yeah.
The
McCarthy, the CMC family.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
The Shanahans.
There you go.
I think we got some other family members. It's 2 other families that are represented on this team. Maybe the Bethards or somehow we got just pedigree all the way down. And this is kind of what we do in San Francisco, man. We keep it going.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna one last dish effort to find some funny videos on over on IG. If not, we're just gonna close it out. But I think we pretty much. I'm looking right here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Dude. I'm getting tired, man. But hey, you guys have been awesome in chat. A lot of new people. A lot of people jumped in on that poll. I'll say that much. We had how many votes? I'm gonna end the poll right now. We had 86 votes. Debo ran away with it like he did in the game. 66% of the votes go to Debo. Purdy, 29%. Purdy had himself a damn game too, man. He had 14 yards. Was it 19 for 27, 19 for 26, something like that. 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. CMC had 3% of the votes. Bosa at 1%. He didn't get a sack, but he made his presence felt. He was looking good. He was getting held like crazy, dude.
I know.
I'm sick of this guy getting held, man.
Yeah, man. We should be reading the riot act. And that that tackle they got, Lane Johnson, he was out early every time, man.
And he's been doing that since last year. And these refs just, you have a free ride. Just do whatever you want, Lane Johnson.
Come on, man.
Expert Genius, thank you very much. Since you got new sub here, I think he said he's a Cowboys fan. Okay, I thought you were a Niner. I'm always assuming everybody up here is a Niner fan. He said, as a Cowboys fans, when the E-girls cheer what happened to Michael, they create an enemy for life.
Really classless. Yeah, that happened, man. It was disgusting. Yeah.
Who's Michael, though? Who's Michael?
Michael Irvin.
Oh, Michael Irvin. Oh, when he had his career-ending injury in Philadelphia. Is that what they mean?
It was his neck. Mike was down. Mike was down for the count, man. They had to get the ambulance. Yeah.
I never saw the play. I heard about it. I never saw it happen though.
He was paralyzed.
Yeah. They booed Santa Claus. I remember when they threw all those. They threw
Yeah,
about
they
a million.
threw
There
stuff.
was one old 49er couple. They're probably like fit in their 50s, sitting by themselves, and they had about 1,000 snowballs hit them in the head, dude. I mean, there's trash talk, that we can have fun with. We can have a banner. We can say F your team back. But I mean, when you're throwing things at people in the parking lot, throwing things at people in the stadium, we all know Philly is just a completely different breed of disgusting fan. You know what I mean?
And not all of Philly, man, but it's enough of y'all to get that reputation, and it's real. I think the expert genius says something in the chat. Rest in peace, Sean. Sean Taylor was incredible, man. Sean Taylor could run a legit 4-3, 4-4, just rolling out of bed. He could be a receiver. He plays safety and will light your ass up. Sean Taylor was the deal, and God rest his soul. Some people broke into his house when he was with the Redskins, and he had a machete. They had a gun, and they shot him in his femoral artery, which is the biggest artery you have in your body, and he bled out, man.
Yeah, that was just crazy. All right, so this is gonna be my last video. I waited for Hueroski to come back, and then we'll just wrap it up. I was gonna wrap it up a little earlier, but we are gonna finally wrap it up. And that's a really good comment. He said, Dark Tommy said they would boo Jesus Christ.
They would.
If they booed Santa Claus, Saint Nick, he's insane. They definitely gonna boo Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the dyslexic who worships Santa. The dyslexic atheist, he worshipped Santa.
Yeah.
That's an old joke.
There's another video. Okay, there's a video I got to queue up right here, really, really quick. And we're gonna do that right about now. Then we're gonna close out the show. Been on here extra long, but it's worth it. We gotta celebrate this great win. We do it right, So this is a video. It says Niners. It's called Niners pulling up to Philly on Sunday. So this is a little pregame trash talk video, but I thought it was kind of funny. And here we go.
That looks like Boys in the Hood. Oh, look at that! Yeah, that hurts. Look at that. That's dope. That was so dope, man. That's from Boys in the Hood. That's a
great movie, by the way. Great movie.
Yes.
They should have put Trent Williams driving.
I was thinking that it might have been cool to put CMC in there or something like that. Yeah. Trey would have scared him to death, though. He would have just went.
Okay, let's wrap it up, guys. Great win, 42-19.
Yes,
this game had everything. They had the drama, just had the scary moments in the beginning where Purdy was looking bad and we weren't doing anything on offense, and the big touchdowns, the Purdy touchdowns, the big Debo touchdowns. Jalen Hurts running around forever, and geez, man, it was nuts, man. I'm ready for Seahawks next week too, but we'll enjoy it. We'll have anything you guys want to say before we wrap this up, man?
I just want to say, man, this was one of the games that I was looking forward to all year. I had this game circled on my calendar.
Yes, sir.
We saw Purdy when he ran out right after the game.
Yeah,
he jumped up and he's all that excitement. Props to him. They showed him no respect in that playoff loss. He heard all the chirping about it didn't matter if he played or not. Blah blah blah. It was almost like he was nobody, bro. Well, he showed him who he was today.
I love that.
Definitely showed him that he's somebody. That's for sure, man.
He is somebody, bro.
Yes, yeah. That ain't just Mr. Irrelevant.
Hey, we appreciate you, Expert Genius. Said you're a Cowboy fan. It's all love, bro. We appreciate you, man.
No doubt, Expert Genius, man. And shout out, somebody said something about Andre Johnson was on that 2001 team. You're correct.
Yeah, that was Joey. Joey Mahoney said that. Yeah,
Joey Mahoney. Yeah,
I remember.
Boy, we would load it. We would.
That team was definitely kind of like the team that we have now, right?
Yeah. That's what I like. Just load that truck up. Let me see who's gonna ball out, man.
the chatters have been awesome. You guys have been great. But go ahead, Terry. Don't let them know what you're doing on your channel.
Terror Dome gets going Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, and that's going to be 7 a.m. to you on the West Coast tonight. That always makes me feel like remember at the end of the games when Pat Summerall would say, tonight, Murder, She Wrote. Except for you on the West Coast, you'll see 60 minutes. But Terror Dome on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m., 7 Eastern. Like, subscribe, share, cut up with me, man. I'll be in there in the morning guy, and I'm going to have a lot of energy come this Tuesday. It's going to be wonderful.
Yes, Sirski. I'm going to be on Mariah's channel, 49 Faithful Lee's channel on Tuesday. We're going to do a show called Bring the Heat Podcast. Tuesdays at every 6 o'clock. We do that on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. On a Tuesday, as they say. And I was got to throw in a little goofy hip hop reference. And then on Friday, it's this is going to be a fun one, but I had fun with them last time. On I'm going to be on with Ted Talks Ball on Friday with Ball. It's called Ball with Bash and Ted, 3 p.m. And later on Friday, 7 p.m. going to be on with Raj. Raj was on the show earlier today. Raj from RSF 49ers, great dude, one of my great friends, and I'm friends with all you guys. It's always, I feel like I'm at the bar and we're doing cheers and eating wings and eating popcorn together and just having good old time, man. We're doing it virtually, but it just feels like we're all hanging out at the sports bar or whatever. So guys just dropped in late. Got to say what's up to him before we do close this out. Real Teal, what up, bro? He says, let's effing go. The boys, you're back. He said, we waited all year for this game. We sure did. Shit on them and they home. Bye, Eagles. Bye. Bang, bang, darn again. Yes, sir. Randy, yes. And he says, you're all still on. Yeah, we are still on. Closing it out, though. He says, Terry, do not play. Shout out to my boy, Hueroski. He doesn't go live on his YouTube channel, but he'll jump on live here every now and then. Because you catch him on here. And Terradome's always welcome on here. He's got his channel going. It was a great showing.
Real quick, Sean, let me shout out, man, our brother, our content creator, Corey Davis. He's going through a lot right now.
Oh, yeah. If you want to say a prayer before we close it out, that's
please.
Cool,
thank you so much. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you, Lord God, for everything you have done, everything you do, and everything you will do in our lives. Lord God, you are our healer and you're our redeemer, Heavenly Father. Ask him right now that you touch Brother Corey from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet, from his outer epidermis all the way down to his bones, marrows, and microorganisms, Lord God. You take out all that is not of you and replace it, Lord God, with just your irrepressible and matchless light. Lord God, you stepped out of nowhere, said something, and created everything. You are strength, you are a healer, you are a redeemer, Lord God, because in you, we know you are able to do exceeding and abundantly in all that we ask or think. Lord God, we ask for these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. He needs all the prayers. He's battling cancer. Big Niner fan, big supporter of the channel. He has a channel of his own where he does his football picks, weekly football picks. Great dude. Just the guy's got a heart of gold, a heart of red and gold, if you want to say. And definitely needs all your prayers, man. So shout out to Corey, man. I hope you're gonna be alive and kicking to watch the rest of this Niner season. Well, we praying for you. We love you, guy. Night Afterburner says good night, everyone. See you guys later. Wrapping this up, guys. Smitty says, I damn near called it 41-20. You were close, bro. You were close. I said 25-19, so I got the 19 part right, and that was about it. Yeah, and what we said, earn my follow. Amen, gentlemen. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. 42-19. It was a beatdown in Philadelphia. Shout out to Corey again. We won it for Corey. Bang Bang Niner Gang, and let's just beat Seattle, and it's just 1 week at a time. We don't want to get too cocky with this team, but there was a lot of redemption, a lot of retribution with his victory. We had to prove a lot of things. Purdy proved a lot. Just a great time. So thank you guys for watching 49er Minded, where we get into the minds of 49er fans. Keep repping those 49ers and stay 49er minded. Peace. Let's go. I'm gonna play the old song right now. Niners. Come on, 49er fans, let's get it.
Because it's 49er mind.
We gotta do this one time for the Empire.
It's 49er mind. It's 49er mind.
We gotta get that brick by brick real quick.
49er mind.
Yeah, yeah, Rio. Yo, we can't listen to them haters, man.
49er mind.
We from the Bay.
49er mind.
We them San Francisco 49ers.
49er mind.
We got that red and gold blood inside us.
49er mind.